Hello, everybody! We missed you, and welcome back to the Chromatic Dragon Saga! Fuck yeah, I got it right. Right off the bat. No mistakes. Welcome to Session 8. Yeah, guys, it's been a little bit. We took a break last week just to, stretch the legs and so I could clear up a few things. But we're back, and we are going to be just diving head first into some serious stuff right away. But right off the bat, quick little update news. For a lot of you out there have been messaging, I know me and probably some of the other people here, about specifically the Chromatic Dragon Saga and if it will ever be in podcast form for all of you to enjoy. Well, I can very much say now officially that the Chromatic Dragon Saga and our other two D&D campaigns that we do in the Dicecream Twitch channel is finally going to be an audio format. We just uploaded the first one-shot that we did like way back last year that kind of kickstarted our Beyond the Realms campaign. It was kind of the catalyst for like all the D&D content we do on our channel. Yeah, guys, so if you are wanting to get that for your ears, for your listening pleasure, it's currently on Spotify right now. Again, the one shot's on there, but I'm going to be working hard to uploading their entire catalog of sessions and all of the previous sessions of the Chromatic Dragon Saga as well, so that if for some reason, if you're missing a live stream or can't make the VOD, you will be able to listen to it in podcast form. So if you want to head over to Spotify and look up Dicecream Sandwich Plus, because I'm corny like that, you can go and follow the podcast channel there. And we're waiting to see if it's going to be approved for other podcast platforms as well, like Apple and Google and Amazon Alexa and all that stuff. So yeah, you can stop DMing me now because it's there. It's going to be in podcast form real soon. But yeah, guys, I'm not sure what else. I don't think we have anything else going on. Oh, one last thing, on the Dicecream Instagram, we are currently doing a giveaway with Talon and Claw. We're giving away one of their wooden dice vaults that has dragon scales all over it. They're an amazing TTRPG accessory company. They make amazing dice and wooden accessories for D&D, and they're currently doing an amazing gemstone Kickstarter. And they're a local Seattle company as well. So if you want to support local dice makers that way, the link's in my social bios right now. They're an amazing company, and the giveaway post is on the Dicecream Instagram. So if you want to get in there, we'll announce the winner on Monday. So yeah, I think that's all I have right off the bat. But I know you guys are eager. You've waited almost 2 weeks for this, so let's just dive right on into the Chromatic Dragon Saga. So, last we left off the party having done their due diligence of snaking their way into the dragon cultist camp, rescuing the monk Leosin and the other members of Green Nest that the dragon cultists were currently capturing. You got in there, set a plan, went in the dead of night, rescued Leosin, rescued the villagers. But in that last second, some patrolling guards and kobolds were coming your way, and all hell broke loose. You were able to get out of there, rescue all the villagers in Leosin, but not before Apollo put in a plan into motion that he had been carefully kind of preparing for the whole day previous. By trying to pit the kobolds and the cultists against each other, a huge brawl broke out, which led to the entire encampment being alerted to your presence. And this weird game of cat and mouse ensued, where Leosin offered to take the villagers out of the camp, but insisted with grave importance that the cave nearby needed to be investigated because he felt that something very, very important was going on there, and he wouldn't leave without knowing that that had been looked at. Apollo distracting all of the dragon cultist encampment guards with his amazing speed, getting hit a few times, falling off cliff sides, but miraculously getting just out of range and running around, leading them on a merry chase as the rest of you were able to make your way towards that cave entrance. and get inside. And right at the last possible second, when hordes of dragon cultists, kobolds, mercenaries, bandits were seemingly chasing Apollo like Jack Sparrow running down the beach coastline, you came up with the idea to destroy the cave entrance, causing a collapse that would ultimately keep them out, but barricade you guys inside of here as well. As you had seen various cultist members coming in and out of this place, you're not too sure what the purpose of this place is exactly. You have a hint, an inkling that maybe some dragon eggs are close by, and you did not want that to get into the cultist's hands. So, going inside this cave system, you started doing a little bit of exploring. You ran into some dangerous fungi. You avoided an encounter with multiple sturges, which are these creepy, sort of bat-like, lizard-like things. But in doing so, in exploring this dark sort of cultist cave, you came through a passageway, turning a corner, and let off a trap that collapsed the ceiling of stalactites above you. Some of you able to get out of the way, but some of the stones hitting your persons and alerted a group of kobolds to your presence. And that is where we last left off. So, as those rocks fell from the sky, the kobolds whipping around, like, "Who's that? What's going on?" Weapons drawn, currently running over to you. Paulo, I know you desperately said you wanted to try to attempt something before I say the words roll initiative, so I'm going to let you have one chance. What is it, my friend?
In Draconic, I'm going to shout, "Wait! You dare defy Lord Langderosa, our great general? He sent us to collapse the front. The invaders are outside. We stopped them from getting in. We must let him know. We are in a rush. Help us. We must let Langderosa know. The invaders are trapped outside. We must protect the dragon eggs."
The kobolds rush over to you, stop to a screeching halt, weapons still drawn. What are you talking about?
Lord Langderosa gave us a mission to explore the damn monk Leotian. He suspected Leotian had friends, and he did. And they infiltrated the camp. They got Leotian out of here, and they were coming for the cave. We knocked the cave entrance down so they couldn't get in. But we must let Lord Langderosa know. We must let him know that he was successful in his plan to stop the invaders in their tracks. We must protect the dragon eggs.
Why did you fall for the trap?
We didn't. We tripped it accidentally in our rush to get over here.
They're stopping for a moment. They have never seen you before. I'm going to have you roll a persuasion or a deception check.
Do my cultist robes give me any advantage to that?
They are on super high alert. They heard that giant cave-in going down. You came across. Everyone around here knows that trap exists, and you know it would have to take a lot to set it off.
That was a natural one.
Oh.
I slowly reach over my shoulder for my axe. I'm noticing that they're not paying attention or not caring. I'm like, okay.
So they stop for a minute, a little bit confused. You give this pitch of sorts. They see that you tripped the wires, that everyone here knows how to avoid them. It's kind of like one of those things that everybody would be able to kind of sidestep around. And they look at your robes as you say this, and they notice all of the cuts, all of the dirt, all of the rips, all of the pulls and loose clothing that you've been in a scuffle. Even the kobolds, as dense as they are putting two and two together. You want to see Langderosa? We'll take you to him in pieces. And you're gonna have to roll initiative. It was a good plan. It was solid. It gave you a chance, but the dice said no.
Yep.
Way.
My luck's carrying over from last game.
What do I roll as my spider form?
Oh yes, you're a fucking spider. I completely.
I'm on the wall.
You were holy shit. You were hidden from even me. Yeah. You are currently right there. Just gonna put you a little bit over here just so I can. Wow, that's hilarious. I completely didn't even see it. Initiative. Let me just check really quick.
Hey, leave that alone.
I want to say maybe it's D20 plus dexterity. Dexterity modifier plus modifiers from class. Shoot.
It's dexterity plus proficiency bonus, isn't it? For initiative.
A D20 plus dex mod. That's what it is. That's what I thought it was. So yeah, roll a D20, and whatever your dex mod is above your stat, that's what it is. In the spider form.
Okay.
So wolf spider.
Also, for my hit points, do I roll the 2d8 plus 2, or do I just take the 11 that's in front of it?
Your hit points is 11.
Okay.
Yeah, so your hit points are 11 for the giant spider form, being a druid. And so, yeah, your initiative is going to be you roll d20 and plus 3 to it for Amara.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. Okay, everyone, 25 to 20.
21.
21.
19.
Jesus Christ. All right. Who's got the higher dex? I think it's probably Apollo between
I have
you
19
and
dex.
Yeah.
15, yeah.
All right. 20 to 15.
18.
19, sorry.
You got 19. Mara 18. So Avery.
I got
What do you? Hey. Okay. So Apollo's definitely going first.
Try to charm them one more time.
What's that?
I said try to charm them one more time.
Just start
Okay,
making.
but hear me out. All right, so
Start purring, Leonin.
Yeah.
Wait, do they see me on the wall though? Like I'm like on the ceiling wall part.
They didn't at first, but then after kind of Apollo kind of having a bit of a shakiness in his voice, they kind of looked around and see this. So you kind of camouflage there for a minute, and then they start looking around and they start seeing these legs go like, "Ah!" Which would have also, had I remembered you were a spider, that would have been the ultimate giveaway. We dropped the thing. Why is there a fucking giant spider? We don't have giant spiders here.
Well, you see,
We found it in the cave.
Yeah.
It's a new thing.
It's our
that we're trying
companion.
out.
we're all
It's a
getting
dragon spider.
issued spiders now by our leader Tiamat. So.
Cool.
Shoot spiders.
Kobold, Dragon Cultists issued spiders.
Government issued, you know.
Did you lose yours? I'm reporting you to Langdor.
These guys over here spiderless.
These schmucks. These schmucks. No spiders.
Avery, what is your dex?
18.
Quick. 18. Okay, you are going to go ahead of these guys. They rolled 8s as well. So you will not be last.
Come on.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay.
Just so we know, Cole, how much HP do you have?
I healed up. I'm good. I'm at full.
Oh, okay.
All right. So with all that, as the kobolds seemingly are just high on edge, they suddenly see the giant wolf spider. You mother! Take out their swords and various bows. But Apollo always quick to act first. What do you want to do?
There's only 5 of them, right?
Yes.
And
You
I
notice? Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna give just a little bit of layout of the room here. Oh, of course, my notes are all missing as soon as I need them. Literally. you all gone? I just had you up here a second ago. No. There you are. Okay. So currently, from what you can see around you, you see the sort of the 5 kobolds there. One of them appears to have a set of wings behind them, as the others don't. There's one who has wings. You sort of can see like a little bit of a drop off as well over this general direction, where you can see kind of like torches and sconces kind of lighting up this area with dim light. You notice that the light kind of peters off and is very dark, so you can tell that this section over here is sunken a bit, and there's a little bit of stairs that are going down that are surrounded by metal gates over that way. But that's all you can see at the moment.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to run. I'm gonna just quickly turn to Arlie and just nod and point at the winged kobold in the back, and then I'm going to run up and strike with my rapier at the one up front.
And just a reminder that the ceilings, floor to ceiling, 15 feet, just so you're aware.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to run up and strike this kobold for
This
a
one.
rapier.
All right. First attack.
8 to hit.
Ooh.
That was a 2.
It is going to miss, my friend.
All right, that's fine. And then, all right, so that's 5, 10, and then I'm going to run away. 20, so I can get kind of over here.
We'll get an opportunity attack on you.
Will not, because of my class feature, which is fancy footwork. After I make an attack against a creature, they cannot take an opportunity attack, whether it misses or hits.
A fancy footwork.
It's fancy.
I double checked that before I made the move. I was like, I'm gonna use
right.
this.
So you rush in, try to make a swipe, misses wide, and position yourself back.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take out the bone, ready myself. I'm actually gonna use just my dash action as a bonus action to just kind of put myself around this corner so they're gonna have to move to get line of sight. Just kind of put myself out of their purview for a second. I can use the dash just to get that extra 5 feet.
Okay, so you I kind of imagine this almost like exactly how a cat would react to something, like being surprised for a minute as it's like, "It's a giant spider on the wall, get it!" Shh. They all take out their swords and crossbows and things, and you just take out your rapier and just sort of pounce over to them, but the rocks around you are loose and gravelly, so you kind of like trying to get used to the terrain that you're fighting in. You kind of slip in a few rocks, kind of hit wide, whoa, kind of use it to tumble, jump off the wall, and kind of skitter back. The rest of you just see Apollo just freak out as a cat would do to all this energy just bouncing off the walls and just trying to get a good stance in fighting directly above you. But you see him kind of dart behind the corner of the cavern there. But okay. So after that, we're gonna come to Arlie.
Okay, so in order to hit that flying guy, I probably need to move a little bit. I'm thinking maybe there I should be able to hit him.
Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, you could just about hit him there. These are more just like rocks on the ground. They're not like high or anything, so yeah.
Okay, I just figured that the other guys were probably blocking from where I was before.
Yeah, but you can kind of like, it's a bit of a, like you just are able to kind of, I'm going to say that you're positioning against this wall here.
Uh-huh.
Kind of just be able to just slide past that guy there.
Okay, so I will go ahead and use my longbow on that guy.
All right.
Oh no, that's a 7. Okay, I thought it was a 1. 11 to hit. Woo.
Misses.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Will my swarm go after him anyway, or does it have to hit? Let me see.
The swarm, I believe it has to hit.
Yeah, after you hit a creature.
Yeah, so it has to hit for it to enact. So a lot of you are just like not used to the inside of this cave system right now. Loose rocks everywhere, very low ceilings. See Apollo kind of dart forward with this amazing speed, usually able to get the first hit, but the Kobold ting just repels off the hit, and he kind of uses that momentum to kind of back roll and get some cover under around the cave wall there. And then you take out your bow, kind of hit wide, but you're just not used to the range that you're in now as you kind of aim it a bit too high, ping, kind of hits off the low ceiling of the rock cavern above you. What else do you want to do?
I don't think I can do anything else. Really.
You can, if you have a bonus action, you can try something. You can also have movement as well if you want to position yourself somewhere.
Bonus action. Let's see.
Because currently because if they have long range weapons, you'd be in range. So if you want to move yourself like out of their eyesight, you could try to do that just to give yourself some cover.
Right. Yeah, I'll do that then. I'll run over here.
Okay. Sweet. It kind of goes off the low ceiling on the cave. Like shit, and just kind of run back to where Apollo was, kind of taking his lead on tactics here. After that, we come to Arcturion.
Okay, I gotta put down Sleepy Kitty.
Oh.
He fell asleep in my arms again. Okay.
Meow.
There. Okay. Let me see if I still have some left here before I start making accusations. I still have 2. Lovely.
Nice.
I still got 2. Oh yeah, and I am going to, if I can move my character, which I can. Let's see if I can.
So what are you doing the rage first?
Yeah, rage first.
You would like to rage?
Yes.
Okay.
That is a bonus action, I believe. So, so I can't use my two-handed. So I'm gonna put here.
Here we go.
And I am gonna use my great axe.
There you go.
All right. Let's make sure I can do this.
So just make sure the great axe isn't a two-handed weapon.
What's that?
So just gotta make sure the great axe isn't, because you said you can't use two-handed weapons when you're raging.
No. My bonus action was the rage. I can't use two-handed fighting.
Oh, two-handed fighting. That's what you said. Sorry. I thought you said I can't use two-handed weapons. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
I already used
Never mind.
18 to hit. I really
Hell
hope
yeah. That hits.
Okay. I shall cleave him in twain. I'll slap him on the wrist with a 6.
Slap him on the wrist.
Yeah. It was like just teetering over 14 and then went to 6. I was 4 and I was like, no. Was it 4?
So it was 6 damage there. So you immediately, after you see your friends kind of go up for pot shots and dart of the way, Arcturion again just sick of this shit. Bulging veins, muscles kind of enlarge a little bit, fur gets a bit thicker, claws and teeth get a bit longer. Reaches back with his giant great axe, just completely just dents this head up with the kobold right in the center of the head, and instead of just cleaving it all the way through, just pulls back, rips off the head of the kobold with the axe as you fling his head behind you, teetering on the rock floor as that dude is one shot clean and dead.
I forgot to add that it was actually two other points as well, so it was actually 8, but he's
more dead.
I killed him to death.
Just like an axe going to a thick trunk of a tree, and you, just with the sheer force ripping the axe out of the head, you rip the entire head off with it.
And I don't think I can move from here, right?
If you have any movement left. So how movement works is you have a set amount of movement. Each square is 5 feet. So you have I think 30 or 40 or something like that.
I have 35. So I can slap myself right there. Kind of behind. Is that still a little bit behind the wall?
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's a little bit there.
A little bit.
So wherever I think you were here, so you moved up to there. So that was 15 feet, and then you used 10 feet to get back. So you used 25 feet.
Oh, I thought I had. Okay. No, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No. Okay, you're right. Sorry.
No problem. So you're able to use your complete amount of movement in your round. And then you get all that back when you start your next turn. But good hit. One shot that kobold did. And next we've got Amara, currently in your giant spider form, chittering against the wall.
I am going to move. I have to be like here to be able to hit. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the one that's the closest to me.
Okay, right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Flanging and bagging.
Woo!
Holy, right off the bat. Okay, so you're gonna do your bite. So I think we were doing double damage before, not worrying about double dice too much. So you will roll your 1d. So you do 1d6 plus 1 piercing, and then the kobold's gonna make a saving throw, but you might not need to with this bite because it's double damage. So roll the 1d6 plus 1 and then tell me the result.
7 times 2.
14.
Yeah.
So you kind of follow Arcturion's suit as you see with a great axe, just rip that kobold's head clean off. Those on this giant wolf spider kind of coming off the walls and the ceiling, clamps down with giant mandibles, just swallowing like half of its little kobold body, picking it up off the air. You see his little legs just going inside into Amar's body as that guy's also super dead. And all their kobolds are just going, starting to get freaked out as they didn't expect a giant wolf spider to be a part of this battle as well. But that guy is also dead.
I think that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, you still got movement if you wanted to position yourself somewhere else.
Wouldn't they be able to attack me?
Well, you just murdered and swallowed the one dude who be in your close enough to do opportunity attack, because usually somebody who's directly beside you within 5 feet, but the rest of them are not within that.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just duck back behind.
Okay, crawling along the walls over there. Okay. After this, it is the kobold's turn.
Is it not my turn?
They rolled higher than you in initiative.
They rolled these rolled higher than you.
Oh, okay, I got it.
So, after seeing that, all of these dudes, retreat! And they start booking it over here. I believe they have 30 feet. So they're gonna get to about there. They are just freaking out as this giant wolf spider has just literally eaten one of their friends, and a giant, huge lion monstrosity ripped the head off of its shoulders. But they're gonna try to fire some shots. Well, actually, I don't even think they can fire shots. Yeah, no. Yeah, blocked by that. Yeah, so they can't shoot at you. They're running. All three of them are booking it towards that tunnel over there. That was too much for them. Let's see. After that, now it's Avery's turn.
Sweet. I'm gonna go in pursuit.
All right.
Survivors.
So I'm gonna go 25, 30, like right here.
Okay.
And let's see. Hold on. What is? Oh, can I? I'm gonna fire a cantrip. So that is 120 feet. So I should be able to hit them.
Yeah. What cantrip you using?
Firebolt.
Hell yeah, brother.
Will we go over this table right here? Like, are we?
Yep.
Can I hit that? All right, cool.
It's not so anything that obstructs your vision or your line of sight would block it, but it's just a table, so it's like at your waist level.
Sweet. So let's see. The hit is an 8. Or miss.
An 8, unfortunately not, as they're just like arms waving in the air, and they're just kind of ducking back and forth. It's pretty dim light in here, so your vision's a little bit it's hard to see them as they kind of peter off into the dark. They just kind of hit wide onto the ricochets off the stone wall there.
And that will end my turn. That's all my movement and my actions.
Damn. Okay. Good shot, though. As you see Avery kind of run over, has weapon still in his sheath, but just you see him as his gloved hand just starts to vapors and flames start to come off of it. Fires one off. Rocks just peter off the side of the wall, scatter amongst the ground, but does miss. After that, let's see. That were the ones that you killed. So they're all gonna move there. And then we come back to the top with Apollo.
I'm going to pop my feline agility and use bonus action dash and all my movement, and I'm going to get right there.
Whoa!
75 feet, and I still have 15, I believe. And I'm going to make a rapier strike at the winged kobold.
Winged kobold, okay.
Come on. Natural 1.
No.
Got 2 natural ones. I've had 2 4s. Why are we getting the same? This is crazy.
My second natural 1. I had a 2 earlier. Out of the 4 rolls I've made.
Oh, dude. So yeah, you run over and go, just leap out, and with your sort of dark navy black fur, it's kind of hard for them to see you as well, as all of a sudden these 2 cat eyes just reflect from the sconces nearby. You just leap at one of them, going, wow, and just ducks right at the last second as your paws and claws just scatter against the stone rocks behind them, but does miss just barely.
I'm going to, that's the end of my turn, but can I just whisper something to them?
Yeah.
Because I'm so close. I just want to whisper in Draconic.
Bahamut will have your head.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Arlie.
So I'm gonna go ahead and move. Let's see, I gotta go 5, 10, 15. I think I can go there or there. I think that's 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
While you're there, make me a perception check really quick.
Ooh, interesting. Perception, I always cannot find it. Am I blind? Where's perception?
It should be in the skills list. It's in alphabetical order, so near the bottom, near the P's.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh my god.
As I do it all the time too, and I've been playing
10.
for 3 years. 10. So yeah, good enough. So as you kind of position yourself over there, coming to near these wooden stairs that are kind of shoddily made, descending about 10 feet down off of this rocky ledge into just this lowered area that's very much heavily absconded in darkness. You notice this sort of iron wrought gate that's surrounding the edge of the stairs to your left, and sort of wraps around the bottom of the stairs to your right, almost like what a dog guard gate would look like. Then running past that wall sconce, the torch is kind of lighting up the area. You look behind you and you see a key coming off of a looped part of metal put into the wall.
Right next to the sconce, you said?
Yeah, right here. I'll make it visible to you.
Can I grab that real quick?
You sure can.
Alrighty. So I'll grab that and then go ahead and use my longbow on. Would I be able to try to hit the flying guy from here or no?
Unfortunately, Apollo's right in
Okay.
your line of sight.
I didn't think so. All right, I'll do the one right beneath him then. I will use my longbow. Natural 20.
Oh, you guys. Okay, yeah. Roll the damage and double it.
Does it go through that kobold and into the other one behind him?
Right?
Not at this level.
18 damage.
And not with normal arrows. 18 damage.
There's probably no point in sending the storm, but
Yeah,
unless you want to for the
As
storm.
all the fluttering ethereal hummingbirds want to just insult him because
Yeah.
as you go, you see Apollo try to just snatch one of them from running off in this direction, ricocheting off the cave walls here. You're hearing the stones kind of peter on the ground. You just try to give him cover as he ran out, and you run behind him. As you see one of the kobolds about to reach over and hit him with one of the swords to get him away from the winged kobold, he just... And as he's putting up his arm to kind of slash him with the sword, the arrow just connects into his head, drops the sword, falls down to the ground, one-shot kill.
Oh man.
Nice.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Arcturion, what you got? Decapitator of heads.
Decapitator of heads. Yeah, how many I got? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I'm going to go right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a really quick question. On my weapons, it gives me a number and then a number in my brackets. What does the number in the brackets actually mean?
Let me see.
Oh,
Quick.
so
So it's one.
range 20 or like 60? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yeah. So my javelin there's 30, but then in brackets it says 120.
Yeah, so that is short range, long range. So the 20, so for the javelin, there's 30 and 120. So close range, 30 feet, you can throw it, no problem. If you want to throw it long range, because it's a difficult shot, you're able to hit something within 120 feet, but you roll at disadvantage because it's a farther shot.
Right. Okay, well, I'm going to... Is that kobold, the flying kobold, is Apollo blocking my shot for a javelin?
You are right in that sort of way. Yeah, you're able to just narrowly pass by him.
Okay, I'm gonna give the javelin a good old yeet.
Okay.
13 to hit.
13 just hits. Roll damage.
Beauty. I will take that.
If you crit, motherfucker.
Oh,
you're gonna roll. Never mind.
Yeah, just give me one. This is not a melee weapon, right?
It is a melee weapon, the javelin.
Okay, so then 6 points.
6 points of damage?
Yeah. It was 4 plus the 2 from my range.
Ooh, okay. So that guy...
DED dead.
You said 6 points of damage?
Yes.
So this all happens simultaneously, by the way. By the time Apollo goes off and sort of bounces off the wall, that arrow shot is done. You running over with your javelin, have it just put back with your arm, and Apollo, you whisper, "Bahamut is coming for you." Just whatever, like, forget what you said for the but you whisper him, "Bahamut is coming for you." And then that javelin just flies by your fur and your face. You can see a couple of the hairs on your face just kind of fall off your cheekbone as this huge metal javelin just inches away from your face. It hits the winged kobold right in the shoulder, and able to take it out of the wall, has 1 hit point left, puts it down on the ground. Blood is profusely coming down the shoulder, but he is not down and out as he continues to try to run away.
My whiskers! Move your head.
All right.
On your left.
All right, after that, we come to Amara.
So Amara's just gonna climb on the table and start going.
That's all I got.
You can use your action to dash.
What?
You can dash as well if you're not doing anything else.
I don't know if spiders have a dash. Do they?
So dash is there's a set amount of just general mechanics with every creature, monster, player, like moving and action to attack and things like that. Taking cover behind like a piece of rock or any kind of structure will give you, like, if you want to do half cover, will give you a little bump to your AC because you're hiding behind something. Dash is just a move that everyone can do.
And how far is the dash?
So it doubles your movement. So instead of using your action to attack or anything like that, you use your action to move double your speed. But you won't be able to attack on the same turn, that's all. But if you wanted to like run far, you can use your action.
Okay. I'll just put myself right in between. Oh, yeah, my thingy is so big. Okay. Yeah, I'll just be there and then just start going.
Rah, rah, rah. Okay, so I'm just gonna put you right there, just because that would be in the space. But yeah, then all of a sudden, as that javelin goes, that arrow goes, Apollo, whispering that to the kobold. Giant javelin goes into his shoulder. These things are tiny too. Kobolds are not that big. They're like maybe like 5'1", 5'2", with all you towering over there. And all of a sudden, this creepy giant wolf spider just starts crawling over on the ground, running towards the other kobolds. This is the worst day of their entire lives. Finally, we come to Avery.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move.
You see the winged kobold profusely bleeding as that javelin took up like a third of their entire body mass and the pectoral of its scaly body.
I can move to here, but I don't know if I can hit anybody. Can I?
So you can't, because the giant spider here has taken up most of the room. If you wanted to position yourself here,
I don't have enough movement, do I? Well, I can dash, but
you have all of your movement on your turn.
Right. I had 30 though, so that's 30 for me.
Where did you start? Sorry.
I started like back near the pile of rocks in between like the two tables or whatever that is.
Oh, here.
Around that point, so I counted it out. 30 was right there.
Okay. So from there,
I also go.
So I'm just trying to see because she is giant size. So yeah, you're currently your vision is blocked from Apollo and the giant spider kind of wedged together.
I'm here for support, guys.
Cool.
Okay, but when they move, you're gonna get opportunity attacks up the wazoo from them. So positioning yourself there is a good idea. So as Avery kind of joins up to back up the friends, the last two kobolds over here, and they are so scared. They are just they're booking for it. But actually, first, at the same time as the winged kobold takes out that javelin, you're all rushing towards them. Help! Help! Back up! Back up! We need backup now! They're here! And they're just screaming in agony as this guy is going to attempt to move. So, giant wolf spider, Amara, will have a chance to bite this kobold here.
Do I have to roll for attack?
Yep. So you're going to roll to attack like you normally would.
Oh, why is it not showing? 12, 15.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Really quickly while she's doing that, is there any chance that Apollo can kind of capture that one winged one by any chance, or is he just still fleeing?
It would have to, if he wanted to attempt to do that, it would have to be on his turn, unless you have a reaction ability that allows you to do it outside of your turn.
Just want to see if we can keep one alive.
I got a 7. That's not including the poison damage.
Yeah. Bam. That kobold just says, help us! And it's finally, as he says that, your giant spider body finally gets right up to them. These two fangs just one in each shoulder as he screams that, and just gets taken back into the darkness as you just munch him down and start ripping off his kobold body parts all over the place.
That's dinner.
Coming out of a horror movie right now. Are we the bad guys?
Yeah. We the baddies? Oh my god.
And so that was his turn, and then this winged kobold, the last one here, also just starts shouting, "Help! Help! Anyone help us! There's murder eating us alive!" And let's see.
Our heroism is morphing into kind of Deadpool territory.
Same thing. He's just gonna try to book it as well. He'll take an opportunity attack from Apollo and from the giant spider.
So did you want us to just non-lethal damage?
It's
He's
up to
only
you.
got one left, right?
He does, yes. So doing non-lethal damage just dictates that when he drops to 0, they don't die; they go unconscious.
Okay.
So if you want to try to keep one alive, that's totally
We
up
could
to you.
abduct him. I'm just saying.
I was just thinking to see like we could torment him to see like what we're
Oh my
against,
gosh.
what rooms are like.
Cave
I'm just
torture?
trying to get information.
Ark, you know what I like.
My intimidation is quite high.
Okay.
They just called for help. I don't know how much time we're gonna have.
All right, clave him. All right,
I
stab
don't
him in the
know.
neck. Stab him in the neck.
I say we do that with a general. Let's kidnap
Oh.
Langerosa.
Okay,
and
okay,
torture him.
Okay.
I rolled 24 to hit, by the way.
Oh shit. Then
Yep.
I probably don't need to roll, yeah.
That was 7 damage.
Is it non-lethal or murder?
Did Ark actually shout anything?
It's up to him.
No, that was just clave him.
Okay.
So not hearing that, I'm just gonna thinking that Ark missed the heart with that giant gaping hole. I'm just gonna hit next to that hole with the rapier and try and maybe this is where the heart is. Stab through there.
So, after he pulls out that huge javelin, the other kobold try to run, shouts for help. Those giant spider-like talons just start to just disembowel the kobold in all manner of gore and sinew all over the place. You just take that rapier out as the winged kobold tries to flee, tries to flutter up with his wings a little bit, so shouting, "Help us! Help us!" You grab both wings as he gets up, maybe 5 feet off the ground, and just rip them both up and right through the heart as you stab him through the back, through the chest. Murdered.
Nibble it a little bit.
Okay. So with those two dead, what would you like to do now?
Are we still in combat?
We sure are.
Can I, for all 3 of us up here, can we actually see any further than this off to the left?
Seeing down here, what's your you have dark vision, right? I think
Yeah.
that
Of 60 feet.
We all have it.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
Oh, except for she's blind.
she blind. So
But
you guys-
mainly where they were trying to run to is where I'm looking.
yeah, you
I'm curious
basically
about that.
see down all the way down here. So this pathway descends downward a bit around this corridor.
Okay.
You said there's a gate right next to me that looks like, what did you say? It was like a dog gate or something?
Yeah, it kind of looks similar to a metal dog gate that would be guarding some stairs. So off to the side, there's just metal bars and chain link fence going along the side of those steps, and then blocking off the bottom of the steps. And you can make out a little lock on the bottom of it.
You guys want to explore that questionable cave, or we keep going?
I think it's guard. It's
Like a
probably
level.
guard drakes. Like those.
Wait, would I have
dog
seen
dragon
where
things.
yeah. Would I have seen where they were running?
They were just trying to run down this passageway.
To the bottom?
Just they didn't even they
Oh.
only got to here, but you saw them
Uh-huh.
go in this direction. And when you look down this pathway, that's what you see down there. It kind of descends down, a little ways and then goes out into this open area, kind of flushes out, but that's about as far as you can make that.
I guess maybe now I should tell everybody that I found a key and that there's a door here. So let's split up, gang. I'm
Is there-
kidding.
Nothing ever bad happens when you do that.
Yeah.
Right, can we like go to the? Can we like walk over to the edge real fast of this and just look down and see if we can see anything down there? That's
So
I mean-
since we're still in initiative, I'll
Gotcha.
go through the initiative order for you guys to decide, because you basically, with that being murdered, that was Apollo's turn. And then I will go down the initiative order for you guys to decide what you'd like to do. So Apollo, you just murdered that dude, ripped the wings off, stabbed him through the chest. Amara's just finishing up, having a little bit of another midnight smack here. What else would you like to do?
I'm gonna. I think I want to position myself in this like cave a little bit, and just so I can see if there's anything coming. Like I want to be prepared if something's coming over here. And I'll wait. Kind of, I guess in here would be kind of in the middle. Would give me eyesight on if anything is coming over here, and then also have a line of view on my friends.
Okay.
And just so an early warning system. And I will, if I don't think I have an action left.
Use your action to attack.
Was that an opportunity attack though, or was that my turn?
Oh, shoot. That's right. Sorry. So they moved, you attacked. So it would be your turn right now. That's right.
So I'm just going to hold my action with my short bow to attack the first like reinforcements I see.
Okay, sounds good. So you kind of position yourself over there as those kobolds screamed out fairly loudly. You just have this instinct like, this isn't over yet. Get down low, got your short bow out for anything that comes your way. All right. Anything else?
I don't know if I have to ready it with it, but I would like to ready like steady aim, which basically means I can't do any more movement. But let me see what it is really quick. I don't know what the
Steady
it's a
aim.
bonus action.
Yeah. It's a you forego any possible movement you could do to get a better shot, basically.
So I don't know if I can do that in conjunction with holding an action, is what I'm asking.
Usually holding actions just dictates one sort of thing. It doesn't
Yeah.
really layer like, I'm going to bonus action and do this. Usually like I hold my action to attack. I hold my action to push or something like
So
a bit more simple than that.
I'll just hold my action to attack then.
All right, no problem. So Apollo, you're going to set yourself there. Arlie, what you doing? You found this key by the top of the stairs.
So I just wanted to like shout out to everybody, guys. I found a key here, and there's a gate, and it probably opens if we wanted to look this way, or I don't know, whatever you guys want to do, I guess.
Let's check it out. I'm gonna, before you go down, I mean, you can go ahead and go down, but I think I want to go ahead and just try to scout ahead and look over the ledge, just to make sure there's nothing crazy happening.
Yeah, so we'll get to that on your turn because we're still going into initiative order here. But if you want to do that on your turn, you certainly can.
Could I like roll for perception or something to just like look as far as I can?
Yeah, if you want to look over the edge over there, see what you can see. But you don't have dark vision, correct?
I don't.
No, so it is very dark down there, so it will be difficult to see, but you can still roll perception.
Do I still have my torch?
I was about to say I gave her a torch.
Yeah, so that gives you, I believe, 30 feet of dim light.
What if I throw it?
Yeah, I mean, you certainly could try.
And then watch.
Amara will go fetch. It's okay.
So this gives
Lands on like a hostage that they have down there, lights them on fire.
20 foot radius of
screaming.
dim light. So for you currently, just gonna give you a look here for your radius. So this is how much dim light is around you, given to you from that torch.
Mhm.
Do you want to try and chuck it down there to see if it illuminates anything else?
Yeah.
All right, make a strength check for me. See how far you can throw it.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Big old strong toss.
Natural 20.
Oh my God, you guys!
Woo! On fire.
My second one today.
Crazy. Our Twitch sub one shot as well. They were doing insane crits that whole game as well.
We gotta step up our game, man.
Yeah.
All right. So throwing it. Let me just see. Let's say I'll give you 50 feet on this one.
Okay.
So say you can throw it kind of in this general direction around here. It's up to you where you'd like to throw it.
Like there's fine. Kind of in the middle, yeah.
Like there?
Uh-huh.
So this thing, you kind of look down there.
If I can throw it 50 feet, then throw it 50 feet. Like, as far as I possibly can.
Yeah. I'm giving you a bit of leeway because you'd critted. So you kind of go over to one and be like, guys, I found a key. I don't know if there's something down here. I'm gonna check. Just throw it like with all of your might. You see as it flips kind of over and over in a 360 fashion, the light kind of almost giving this flickering strobe light effect as the light kind of curves around all the different caverns and rocks and formations all about and lands about there. Feel.
Oh.
Aha. Fetch.
As 3 guard drakes, similar to the ones you had seen in the encampment, start to come into view as these long sort of Komodo dragon-like creatures start stepping out of the shadows, sniffing around, alerted to your presence from the torch being thrown in, and they're starting to come your way.
I would immediately like to knock an arrow and try to hit one.
So it was your action to throw the torch.
Oh no! Okay.
Also, we're good. We just leave them down there. We all need to get them.
Yeah.
But I got a key. We gotta go.
No, it's good.
I have a key. I have to use it. I mean,
Yeah. Why else would it be there?
But now we
There's gotta be
have it, so
something
we can't
cool.
release them on us, so it's perfect.
Dang it. Okay.
But you know they're there now, which is good.
Yeah, I think I will just move then. I can move, right?
You sure can. You have not moved yet.
Okay, I just want to move closer to these guys.
Okay.
Just to group up a little bit.
Over there. Go up to them and be like, guys, there's something really fucking weird down there.
Yeah.
And the rest of you start to hear the snarls and the gnashing of teeth down below 10 feet as you hear the scuffling of multiple feet and the swooping of tails skirting against the dirt and the rocks.
throw a kobold down there.
So, Arlie, good job there. After that, come back to Arcturion.
My big wrinkly brain think this. Does my dark vision work with the telescope that I have? Is my vision going through the telescope?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. Is there any chance that I can move this? I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
No, I'll move right here. And I'm gonna use my telescope to see as far as I can see through this area.
Okay.
If I'm allowed to do that.
As you move towards that area,
Okay.
Apollo kind of standing there with his bow and arrow, ready and confident that it comes through. Arlie trotting up in the servitor body. There's some down there. You're like, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can see something better. Take out a telescope. With your heavy footfalls, with your muscles bulging out from the rage, you fall through this makeshift fake false flooring as your body falls 2 feet down into barbs and spikes.
Ow!
Wait, can I do like a dex to try to catch him?
You cannot. This is instantaneous.
Really? Oh,
This
man.
is a trap that they had set.
Wait, why didn't Apollo set it off?
Too
I
light.
don't weigh anything.
Oh,
And also, it's I rolled to see if it would happen to him. Basically, it was a trap that if you rolled a high perception, you would have seen it. If you were looking for it down there, and then anyone who crosses through there, I roll a d10, and on a 1 and a 2, whoever hit that would fall through.
okay. So what's
So-
the damage?
This is going to be 1d4, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, which you're pretty good at.
Yes. Not today, apparently. 8.
8?
8, yeah.
So, you...
Really quick,
Mm-hmm.
I take half damage because of my rage. It is bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing. Those barbs.
Okay. So I rolled a 1, so you're going to take no damage. It's kind of one of those things where, you know, when you scrape across stinging nettles, like you feel this brush and it kind of numbs the skin it comes into contact with. So you fall down 2 feet. Oh, fuck! You feel something kind of scrape your calf muscles. Multiple barbs kind of dig in and spike and rip against your skin, but it doesn't hurt. It's not like pain necessarily, but you start to notice this weird numbing. You're like, ugh! And you look closer at the barbs and you see this mildewy, milky green and white sort of mucus protruding from the barbs and kind of rolling down. And your vision starts to blur.
Don't like that.
Of course, my vision.
Amara, suck out the poison.
Can I technically try?
You cannot, unfortunately.
So I cannot now use my telescope to look down the hallway to do anything.
Well, I'm gonna play this out. Some things are about to happen.
It's only 2 feet, so you should be able to get out.
Yeah.
Or he passes out in
I'm 7 something, I think. Yeah. Still 5 feet of me sticking out of this hole.
Fudge.
Hey.
We have total ammo.
Okay, so I need you to roll a d10, Arcturion.
Roll my d10. 67.
Should be a d10.
I pull out a d10. Oh, that's a d100. Whoops.
Yeah. Like it can only go up to 10.
8.
8. Okay.
A little dust in my eye.
Roll a d4 now.
Wait, now you're just trying to kill me.
One roll after another.
D4. Yeah, 1.
1. So, you roll forward near Apollo. Look down your calf. You see multiple contusions and strikes and rips against your calf muscle from these barbed spikes. You look closer, see this green and sort of milky mildew coming down the sides. Your skin starts to numb. You feel this kind of rush of cold and hot at the same time coming up your skin through all of the sort of protrude muscles and veins from your rage. Your vision starts to blur. You feel a bit dizzy. And you look up about 2 feet. And you're looking at Apollo. Say, hey, bud. Are you okay? Okay? Are you all right? Right? And you see his face start to mold and twist into dragon scales, becoming dark and blue, and his form starts to mirror that of Langdarosa, and you want to murder this person more than anything you've wanted to murder in your entire life. You suddenly believe that he is Langdarosa, as that mucus on the barbs caused the confusion spell to emanate into you. You have to use your action to make a melee attack against Apollo.
Oh.
Like what melee attack I have?
So this is the thing. This is kind of a DM thing. Either I can dictate how you're gonna hit him, or roleplay wise, you as Arcturion, in this moment, you believe that you are dead-faced with Langdarosa himself. So it's up to you to be like, because most people, because if it's a kind of a thing, are like, I'm gonna like hit him with my worst hit. But it's like to you, this is the enemy that tried to kill you.
We did just say we're not going to kill him. We said we're going to torture him. So maybe.
But all intents and purposes,
Yeah.
just for how the spell works, you are trying to hit Apollo with like your most fucking like let's go hit.
Bring it.
Because you are under the influence of the confusion spell. Your whole body's propelling you, all your instincts and your rage to want to murder this person in front of you. That's why I made you roll a d4, because it was either going to be the giant wolf spider or Apollo. And you rolled odd number, so it was Apollo.
Just channel. Doesn't hit.
What was it?
14.
14.
15.
And it's 15. So you suddenly see in front of you, like, big swipe with a great axe. You're like, whoa, what are you doing? What the fuck? And just starts quickly moving out of the way as you notice Arcturion's eyes just dulling over, glazed. Just starting to sweat protruding from his fur.
Can I move? Can I run away?
So we're in initiative. So that was his turn. His action was to make the melee attack against that creature. And you moved over there. So you could use the rest of your movement to move out of the way. It just determined what action you were doing.
Yeah. So
for your Arcturion. Sorry, yeah.
So I took no damage from this. So how does the poison get like? Is it like I don't have any? Does it go through like a scratch or something? Like I took no damage from this. I'm a little confused. I'm a little lost because I took no damage from that. So if I didn't get pierced or slashed or anything like that, how did the poison get into me? Is it just like a regular like poison ivy kind of thing?
It's kind of like through osmosis, like when it touches, like it grazes your skin, it seeps in through the pores.
Okay.
So you didn't take any damage from it, but the effect of it still took place.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense.
it's still his turn though, right? Because he just used his action.
Yeah, so that was your action to do that. So you could use your movement if you still wanted to move out of there or move away. Your vision is blurred. It's like you're just in this dizzying sort of effect, and you're just like not able to control yourself as your rage is just sending you through this, just all these different kinds of emotions.
I guess I'll move away because I don't want to be near anybody, really, I guess.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So rushing over there as you take that wild swipe at Apollo, he's like, dude, what are you doing? You just see Langdarosa's mouth just like with Apollo's voice being like, what the fuck's going on? You're like, ugh, sounds weird. Get away from me, get away from me. And you just start running over to that area just to make sure that nobody is within your reach of your weapon currently. Okay. So
a little toxic icon on me, so it knows.
Okay. So after that, we're gonna come to Amara, and you notice Arcturion just acting super strange. You were right there. You see him, just his face just looked a bit odd. Took a random swing and just suddenly has just this rage is being toward his enemies. And you see him just like, don't come near me, don't come near me. And you see him like run over to a more safer area.
I'm just gonna slide against the wall and keep going the way that they were looking down, just so I can probably see something. I can move 40. Yeah. I'm gonna just slink my way like over against the wall and see what I can see. I also have a part of my spider thing is that I can detect people like or creatures.
That's if it's in your web, but you don't have a web currently.
It's blind sight for my senses.
Without relying on sight.
But like certain things I can sense. Like any creature with like echolocation or heightened senses.
Radius of blind sight defines the maximum range of its perception. Okay, so let's say here 10 feet. So that's about the 10 feet. So your blind sight, if to say you were like in total darkness, like you were like your eyes were poked and blinded you, you would be able to tell within 10 feet around you if there was somebody there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna move my maximum 40 and see like what I can see there.
Maximum 40. So you're
And
try
I'm gonna
to
stay along the wall and not be on the floor.
Stay on the wall. Okay. Just trying to see 60 feet. Okay. So around there. So you'll be able to see in here. You start to see a bunch of winged kobolds starting to gather up their weapons and come towards your direction.
Okay. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna go back then after seeing this. And then I'm gonna put up as many feet as I can to signal how many kobolds there were.
So you currently are a giant spider. You cannot speak common. You have 8 legs, and you're.
Yeah.
Unless anyone here has an ability that they can talk with animals.
I do.
Oh wait, can they roll a perception to see if they know what I'm trying to signal?
Not necessarily, because we're still in initiative here. So you used your action for perception to see forward, to see if you could see those guys. Yeah. So currently you're just over the going, just like screaming and putting all your legs up in the air, squealing around. Actually, you know what? I'll have, just for the circumstance, I'll have Apollo, Avery, and Arlie roll intelligence check really quick. Just because, like, you know, if a dog, if you were in this kind of circumstance and a dog went ahead and then came back going, you'd probably be like, oh shit, there's something over there.
12.
18.
17.
Sweet. So yeah, you see Amara and her giant spider body form start to flail about and jittering mandibles go like this, and you can kind of probably get the sense that there's something bad over there. And Arcturion, just so you know, at the end of each of your turns, you'll be able to roll a wisdom save to get out of that effect.
Okay.
So you have a chance to get out of it.
with a 9 - 1.
Also, there are, I'm not sure if anyone has the proper healing, but there are healing spells that can also get you out of that as well.
Yes.
I'm a spider. Oh, sorry.
I'm a spider. Okay. So after that, we're going to come to these guard drakes as they start making their way, sort of patrolling around the wall here, kind of pacing back and forth, trying to find a way to get up towards you, but they're kind of scratching at the 10-foot wall, kind of gnawing at the iron gate, but not able to get past anything over there. And then after that, we come to Avery.
Yes, so I kind of want to, I can't get past these two to go help, but I would like to go over to the second path that's not very well lit and just see what I can see down here with my dark vision, just to see what's down this path, where this table and sword is towards the side of the these little demon dogs. Like this way. just use my dark vision to try and look down there.
Take a look down there. Okay. So around, yeah, I can see all that. So you notice that the cave kind of comes to a dead end over there. You can see kind of these makeshift dummies made of like hay and different material, like looking like humanoids on sticks with lots of claw marks and bite marks and fluff kind of flying out of them. You see a few different sticks with like leather leashes at the ends of them. Almost look like what probably the kobolds would use to kind of keep the guard drakes at bay and hold them down and train them and things like that. But that's about it.
Well, I'll just move back right here and just get ready for battle if I need to.
Ready for battle. Okay.
And that'll end my turn.
And as we come to the bottom of initiative, you all start to hear, I think I heard something over here! As multiple footsteps start to come from inside that cavern wall and make their way towards you. So for these guys, come in. Group of normal kobolds start to come from around the corner there. Apollo, you're gonna make your hit.
Yeah. Just the first one I see.
So probably this guy would have been the first one you saw coming down the corner.
My third natural one.
Oh! So you still being kind of like distracted and spooked from Arcturion just wildly swinging at you, one of your best dear friends, just kind of looking over behind him concerned as he kind of like ran off over to a clearing to kind of like clear his head, try to shake off whatever's happening to him. And right when that happens, you hear those footsteps coming from the corner and multiple kobolds start to appear in your dark vision. You go, oh shit! Ricochets off the side and the low ceiling, not hitting any of them. But they are going to make some attacks against you, Apollo, as you're the first one in sight. And they get pack tactics, so they're going to get advantage on their hits, as they're going to come at you with slings, as you see these long leather straps with rocks hanging down from their one hand and a dagger in the other, and a bunch of them say, "In formation, man!" And so these is going to be a few pelting of jagged rocks thrown at your way. And these are going to be advantage. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 30-foot range, though. Don't know if that's going to actually work. Oh! So this one guy can hit you. The rest of them are too short. I don't think they have... Nope, they don't have a long range. So only one person's going to hit you with a rock, or attempt to. That is going to be a 15 to hit.
15 is the armor class.
Okay. So not too much. It's going to be a D4 plus 2. So 3 points of bludgeoning damage. As you kind of ping, shoot off the arrow, ricochets off the wall and the ceiling, and and just like a little pebbled rock just kind of swings into your forehead. As a few other rocks and pebbles just swing by. That's what they do. And then behind them, you notice another few bits of footsteps. Actually, no, you don't hear footsteps. You hear the fluttering of wings as a pack of winged kobolds now start to make their way behind that battalion. And they are also... Actually, no, they don't have any ranged things. Okay, so they're just going to end their turn there. After that, we come to the top of the round with Apollo.
Can I, like, back up? Because they're... Amara and Avery are both right there. Or is Amara on the wall still?
I'm on the wall.
She's been crawling along the wall, so that you do have a bit of a path here.
I'm like hiding right at that crevice area. Like that little V.
I'm gonna take out my. I have a flask of oil. It covers 5 foot square, and I'm just gonna dump it on the ground at my feet, and then I'm gonna back up.
Put one on the ground. Sorry.
I have a flask of oil.
Okay.
That is oil flask. Can hold 1 pine cover. 5 feet.
It's 5 foot square.
Yeah, 5 foot square, and I can light it at a later time.
Okay. So you want to put it there?
I want to put it so they can't get through because it's such a narrow thing. So they can't get through without going over it.
That would be that spot right there.
Yeah. And then I'm going to back up and out of, because I think that was an action. So 5, 2.
Yeah, so an action kind of pour down your oil flask, pour it all over the ground.
And then I'm going to back up to kind of behind Avery.
Okay. Kind of the rest of you kind of see Apollo just take out this flat, start dumping this black liquid all over the ground. He's like, get back, I've got an idea!
Where's that torch?
Damn it! Get up my rage, I hear that, I'm like, shit!
I have a tinderbox, it's fine. And then that's my turn.
Okay. So after that, we come to Arlie. Got guard drakes behind you, a couple battalions of kobolds in front of you. You do have a clear shot from where you are currently. The spiders on the wall. You could, actually.
Would have to kind of move a little bit.
Yeah, you'd have to actually get in there a bit more. There's too many bends and curves.
How high is the little cliff that we're next to?
This is a 10-foot drop.
Okay. So I don't have to worry about those guys climbing up right this moment.
Yeah. So when it came to their turn, you saw that they tried to they were kind of clawing up at the top. They couldn't get up there. It's like loose gravel and loose dirt. It started gnawing at the gate, and it looks like they are in fact trapped down there.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move. Let's see, can I hit like from here? And then use my longbow. To hit.
Yeah, so you could just hit this guy right here.
Okay. I rolled a 7 to hit.
Misses.
Dang it. Okay. Then I will just back up again. Back here.
Back up again. So all of you kind of going in, taking pot shots, trying to get a straight line, but again, just with the bendiness of the cave system here, it's just hard to get a straight line shot as it just clips the side of the feathers at the end of your arrow, just shoots wide as you start getting closer and closer into view.
Anybody else getting like, Spartans, what is your profession? By funneling them into this small little like cavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. After that, we come back to Arcturion. So currently, you are entranced by the confusion spell.
Is there a reason why there's a big yellow circle around me?
So that was... I was determining something from the spell.
Okay.
Yeah, it took a little bit to figure it out because I was looking up the confusion spell, but it was describing it as if it was cast on a certain point, but it's affecting you. So for a second, I was like, in a 10-foot radius, does it mean the other people are affected by it too? How does that work? And I was like, oh, no, wait, it's happening to him. So let me just see here.
Do I roll a dex saving wisdom?
Yeah, I think you're gonna get affected by this before you do so.
Did you get to roll a wisdom after your first turn?
After the first turn, no.
Okay.
The end of each of its turns. So actually, I will have you make a wisdom saving throw. because you got affected. And then at the end of its next, at the end of each
I
of its
didn't
turns.
get a chance to do so.
Yeah, so I'll have you make a wisdom saving throw for that first part to see if you snapped out of it as you ran away. 2. So unfortunately, no.
No. So now I make nothing.
So first, we're gonna roll a d10 again because it's gonna determine your action before you do so.
Another 8.
Another 8. So again, you just start to see Langdorosa sort of surrounding you in all places, and you have your axe just you're just swinging wildly all around you. You're full on hallucinating at this point, but it's only within your reach where you currently are. So luckily, everyone is safe from the swings as you just see wild great axe swings all around. But now you get another chance to snap yourself out of the confusion spell.
Please, out of all the times to roll high, please.
Do we have a blessing we can throw or something?
Nat 20, baby!
Hey! There you go. So as you're kind of swinging wildly, you just start seeing Langdorosa all over. The beads of sweat coming down your brow, hot and cold feelings all over your skin. Just breathing heavily as like 20 different versions of them start closing in around you, and you have your axe out. Then you look at the axe, you just look at your palm, and start scraping on the side of the blade, and the sudden jolt of the pain just wakes you up from this delusion all around you, and all of those images of Langdorosa start to just fade as vapor waves into the night, and your vision becomes clear once more. And then you look over and see your friends start taking pot shots down this corridor as you hear multiple footprints of kobolds approaching.
Okay.
So you are A-okay, friend.
Okay, does that count as a oops, that's not what it was.
And then you die.
Does that count as a bonus action to get me out of that wisdom?
So that you do that at the end of your turn, so your turn is done, but you are no longer affected.
Okay, can I ask a really quick question?
Mm-hmm.
What is that black circle that's in that hallway?
So that is the portion of oil that Apollo poured on the floor.
Okay. I thought that's what it was. All right.
Yeah, no worries, man. All right, so now that sweat subsides, your body starts to have its regulatory heartbeat going on. You feel like your old self again. You're pissed off.
I'm still raging. No.
You are still raging. Okay, so after Arcturion, we come to Amara in your giant wolf giant wolf spider body form. That's a lot of alliteration. But you do have the ability to crawl amongst the walls. So if there was a way you could reach them and try to get attacking and make your way back, you could try. But the bite, you do have to be pretty up close.
Yeah.
So it's just up to you. You could try to ready an action if any of them come towards you. Up to you.
Yeah. So how tall would like the fire be?
We won't know until he lights it, but from floor to ceiling, it's 15 feet.
Okay. So I guess I'm going to just take the top portion of the ceiling, and I'm going to stay at the wall and like ready my attack for if the flying ones come over. So if they fly over the fire, I'll attack.
Yeah, usually lighting like a flame in oil, it's kind of like 5 feet. Rarely does it go like 15 feet high from the size of the flame. So that 5 foot of space will be absconded by flame. But the winged kobolds could try to float over it, so it's a good idea.
All right. I'll just stay there and hold my action.
So
then.
kind of hang here,
Yes.
blocking from the ceiling if they try to get over there. Okay. Holding action for bite. Then after Amara, it's the guard drake's turn. And once again, they're just scraping at the walls, biting at the gate. You can just hear the rattling of metal behind you, but again, not able to get out of that pen. After that, come to Avery.
Right, I'm just gonna move on the opposite side of the wall. So just if I could do that, just to move like right here. If I can just be up against that wall, like ready to go with the sword, I have an action ready. I was going to try to use my fire cantrip.
Yeah, for sure.
but
So
if
you're going to
I
ready an
actually
attack.
light that oil, I'm in trouble. So I'm not going to use my fire cantrip. I was thinking was like, oh, well, I can like get on top of it and then I'm rolling natural 1 and set myself on fire. I'm not doing that. Exactly. So we're gonna not do that. But I'm gonna sit here and we're gonna go Spartan style. I'm gonna
No problem.
motion over to Arcturion and points like, Arcturion, get across from me. We're taking these guys on Spartan style. So I want them to be able to funnel in and us to each go across each
Yes.
other and alternate. And then have Arlie back there hitting shots too. So that's kind of my strategy. And if we have to, we can light the fire. So yeah, I'm gonna ready my action for my short sword. Get ready to go.
Okay, so the rest of you just starting to make your way out of there. Are the rest of you starting to make your way towards the tunnel over here? And you see Avery start to take out the sword, bow knocked, Apollo getting ready to take that torch over, rapier in hand, bipedal fangs of the giant wolf spider on the ceiling, ready to go. Arcturion snapping out of it, making his way towards you, positioning yourselves for an oncoming onslaught as the kobolds start to approach. So for these guys, I'm just gonna look up the oil here. So the oil in the ground will be difficult terrain on its own, because it is not an oil of slipperiness, which would be would have caused them to potentially trip and fall prone. Let's see here. So they're going to get 30 feet of movement. So they're going to be able to get pretty much right up to where the spider is.
One by one, they come marching in.
Come on, roll big, roll big.
And then these guys are also going to be making their way.
Making their way.
Making their way. Over here. They all start funneling in. So you all just see a horde of kobolds on foot, and then about 10 or 15 feet above them, these winged kobolds flapping with their leathery wings start making their way towards you. And as soon as the first one kind of comes over, they're like, "Come on, kobolds, follow the dragon!" Yeah, what the hell is it? What? But you are, so here's the thing, Amara, you are on the ceiling, lurched there. These kobolds are 5 feet high, if that. They're super short, so you cannot grab the ones that are on the ground.
Okay.
So this one is going to swing past you as you're kind of just waiting there and wait for the winged ones to come by. Just gonna double check on your giant spider attack.
Because how tall am I? Oh, as a spider form?
It doesn't necessarily say. You are a large or a medium beast, but in terms of like combat mechanics for the game, your bite is within a 5-foot reach. You are 15 feet up, and they are about 5 feet off the ground. So there is a whole 5-foot gap in between you being able to bite them from the ceiling.
Okay.
So unfortunately, your mandibles and where you are, you're too far up to grab the ones on foot. But when those guys come in, flapping on their wings, like a spider grabbing a fly, you're going to be able to grab those ones.
Okay.
So this one's going to move underneath you. Well, actually, you are not stealthy. Does it want to pass through you? Yeah, these ones. Oh, sorry, I have to move you for a second. Actually, it can only go there. Yeah, it's gonna go up as they start going towards you. It's a spider! And start throwing its slinged rocks at you. So this is gonna be 30 feet. So it's gonna be, there's all advantage. So 1 attack, 2 attack, 3, 4. So 4 attacks from the rocks are gonna try to swing at you. So the first one, 17 plus 4, so that'll hit. 16 plus 4, that'll also hit. 19 plus 4, that's also going to hit.
My downfall.
And the fourth one is going to miss. So 3 out of 4 are going to hit you with their rocks. So these are D4s. So not terribly too much damage as these pebbles and jagged rocks just trying to knock you off the ceiling as they run past you underneath. So I'm just going to add up all this damage just so for brevity's sake. So that is 16 points of bludgeoning damage as these kobolds just start running in with a dagger in one hand and these leathery straps with stone rocks in the others. And they just start whipping these little pebbles at you, trying to pelt you off the ceiling to make way for their winged kobold friends. They're hitting your spider body, but you're still clinging on there.
You said it's 16.
16 points of bludgeoning, yeah.
Okay, so I'm back to my druid form then.
Oh no, you're gonna fall off the ceiling too.
Oh no.
Okay.
Only 15 feet.
You know.
How many hit points do you have?
11.
Can Avery make a dex throw to catch her?
Not in this instance. Because their body also becomes from this big, huge, medium beast creature, shrinks back to little Amara's body and just falls down. It's pretty immediate. So let me see here. What am I doing? I'm trying to find your token. Okay. Bring back Amara. There you are. So we'll say you land there. And so what were your hit points before you changed into the giant spider? Because your hit points as Amara do not get affected like the spider.
But it carries over, right?
If it does. So say if you had 4 points left as the spider and you took 16 points, minus 4, the rest of that goes over to your druid self. But if your druid body was not affected at all from hits, it would stay the same. Like your druid HP is separate from your spider HP. If that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. I was completely healed.
Yeah, so you would have full HP because I don't think you got hit at all. So if any damage went over the spider body HP, it would bleed into your druid form.
Okay. So, because I had
16.
8 HP. So
you had 8, so 8 off your druid form as you.
Okay.
And I believe you'll take fall damage as well. Because it's a d6 for every 10 feet, and you fell 15 feet, so smacking against the floor. 1 point of bludgeoning.
Thank God. Okay.
As enough pebbles and rocks just pelt you enough for your bipedal legs to just stick on there. Smack on the ground, instantly change back into Amara as the rest of you see this giant wolf spider suddenly change back into your druid friend. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Did that. And this guy is going to move there. Move there. And then we got the winged kobolds up next. And they are from there. 15, 20. Yeah, so they're going to be able to get about there for now. Because there's 30 feet there. So that's going to be their movement. Unless, do the winged kobolds have... No, they don't. Okay. So yeah, that is going to be their movement. You just see them all start to funnel into this narrow tunnel, sling rocks, knocks Amara off the ceiling. And of all those voices, the kobolds are very apparent now. They're very, very close. But we go back to the top of the round with Apollo.
Can I light the oil? Can I I have a tinderbox.
So you are pretty far away from it.
If I move, say, up here, kind of between these two, and then kind of toss a like Molotov cocktail type thing in there. Usually dry cloth soaked in light fire. Using it to light a torch or anything else abundant, exposed fuel takes an action, and it doesn't say like what range I have to be within to light it.
Usually you have to be like next to it. If you're trying to do something like you have a torch and you want to throw it at the spot there, that would be a strength throw just to like throw something at it. Your tinderbox is basically like a set of matches. So you couldn't just take a match and toss it because it would toss out. So you'd literally have to, if you don't have fire on you already, light the whole matchbox and then throw the whole box of matches. So you essentially throw your tinderbox fully. You would lose your tinderbox.
Would I be able to help with like I have Druidcraft, so I can like conjure fire. I don't know if I can throw it, but
right, but we're still in initiative order, so you wouldn't be able to do that till your turn came up.
I'm just wondering like if that's something that we could communicate, like instead of getting rid of the whole tinderbox.
I have another idea that might work.
I have another tinderbox, I think, in my inventory.
Yeah.
So if it fails, I could just give you another one.
This would hypothetically should at least help us with the guys on the ground, but instead of throwing away my whole tinderbox here, can I take out my bag of ball bearings and like throw it on the floor in front of me? It says it covers a 10 by 10 foot area. So if I could get the 4 squares directly to the left of me.
So you want to be able to do it in like this area?
Yeah. So with Amara and the kobold as the 2 corners of the square.
Okay. So then Amara would also be affected by the ball bearings as well.
But she's already prone from falling, right?
Correct, but they will get up, and then when they try to move, they'll slip on them again.
Amara, what's your dexterity? Really quick. How easy is that going to be for you to do?
16 plus 3. Oh, dead.
That should be fine.
Yeah.
There's 2 of us here to help. This is going to stop hopefully 6 of them from getting in here. So I'm going to do that. I'm gonna throw out my ball bearings, which is it makes the area a DC 10 dexterity saving throw, or they fall prone. And it counts as difficult terrain, I believe. Through the area at half speed. Oh no. Okay, so it's just rolling a dex check if they go through it. But it covers an area, so would they have to make 2 dex checks because they have to go 2 squares into it to get through?
It's pretty much like difficult terrain. So when they enter that square of space, they will have to roll that check.
Yeah. Okay.
If people are already on the square, they don't. If they stay stationary, they're fine. If they move, they'll have to do it.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that, and then nod to just kind of look back and be like, anyone got fire?
I do.
Light that thing. And then I'm going to back up again. So I'm going to back up to kind of over here with Arlie.
Okay, so as you go in and reach for your pocket, you try to find that tinderbox, and you're like, shh, I don't think I have enough. And you see Amara fall down, hit the ground hard. As a kobold started approaching, get closer. You reach into your pocket with this leather pouch full of ball berries. You're just going Kevin McAllister, Home Alone, pouring them all over the floor. As Amara's on the ground, she feels all these tiny ball berries. Like, what are you? They're like, don't worry, it's fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry. I'm trying to do the best what's best. And he just starts pouring them all over the place and walks backwards.
Yeah. And then actually, I'm gonna bonus action dash and get around here.
Okay.
And then that'll be my turn.
Is it a bonus action dash or is it an action to dash?
I'm a rogue.
Okay. There you go. So getting yourself next to Arcturion as you see him kind of composing himself. He's not glazed over anymore. He's just wants to rip things apart.
Sorry, I'm not gonna hit you.
I'm gonna point at the tunnel I just came from and go, smash.
Smash. Speaking of that, Arlie, what you got?
Okay, so question. If I move hypothetically here,
yeah,
would I be able to hit one of the flying kobolds with an arrow?
So the flying ones are currently in the air. Amara is laid down on the ground, so she is not in your way.
They're all pretty bunched up. If you fire an arrow down that tunnel, you're gonna.
You could grab this guy here. It's just straight shot enough that it doesn't hit any of the bends or curves in the walkway. There's one floating right at the back there that you could be able to hit.
Okay, because I'm just wondering how much how much damage the fire is actually going to do. It's probably just going to be for the ones on the ground. I think I might leave lighting the fire to Avery, because I don't think that my cantrip will allow me to throw the fire, but I'm not sure. It doesn't say. So, I mean, unless I could try it, I don't know.
Let me just
I
see.
have Druidcraft.
Yeah. Let me just see. I don't think Druidcraft allows you to produce flames.
It says I instantly light or snuff out a candle, torch, or a small campfire, so I can't create fire, but...
Torch. Yeah, if it allows you to light like a campfire from does it just say what range it is?
It doesn't say.
Here, let me just see really quick. So if it's just within sight, spells, Druidcraft, tiny harmless sensory effect, golden orb, instantly make a flower, create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect.
Avery, do you have range?
It should be at the very
like
bottom.
a bow?
I don't have any bows.
Okay.
Or, I can throw one of my hand axes, but I also have a firebolt cantrip I can do.
Okay.
You instantly light a snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. Effects within range 30 feet. So I think this works this way. If you're able to, with Druidcraft, light a small campfire. It's not actually fire. Never mind. It's like a flint. Yes.
Dang
So
it.
unfortunately, that does not.
Well, flint would light it too, wouldn't it?
Oil made for burning.
I just got a message from Jordy, and that was his verdict on it. It's like a flint. It's not actual fire.
Just flint creates sparks. Like whenever I camp, I'll use it.
Yeah, that's my thing too. You know what? Fuck it. I'm the DM. I'm gonna say it works. So
Cool.
you're able to do it with a range of 30 feet. You are not producing flames, but you're producing sparks to catch on an extremely flammable surface. So I'm saying fucking it works.
Okay, so would I do that first or do my attack
So-
first?
It's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
So so you can do a cantrip or an attack. You cannot do both.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, crap.
Unless it's a bonus action, which I
Use your cantrip and don't worry about the attack right now.
yeah, because it's an action to the druidcraft. So you could you could spark the oil or do an attack. It's up to you.
We just need to split them up.
Yeah, light them up.
Yeah, if we stop those ground ones from coming through, we can deal with the winged ones and then hopefully kind of switch out there. So they're not all attacking at once.
It's literally
Okay.
like Arcturion's gonna go exactly where you are,
Mhm.
and he's gonna slash. I'm gonna slash. He's gonna slash. I'm gonna slash, and then you guys are gonna be taking pot shots right from behind us.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just use that cantrip then to light it on fire.
Okay. So as the kobolds start moving in towards the ball bearings, Apollo and Avery look to you and say, "Light it up!" And you see this servitor with these hooves go over, arms start waving around, start making this clapping sound. And the kobolds just looking at you weird as you're doing like almost like this dance. And as you're clapping your hands, these sparks start rubbing against your hands, and the sparks just start jittering over to them like almost like poor fireworks, like a poor man's Roman candle, and then able to come out a bit more as it goes closer and closer. Then suddenly they look down as that one kobold is directly surrounded by the ground and oil. As that fire starts to take hold. And that guy is dead. As you see that kobold start to just writhe in pain, lit on fire, as the heat starts to raise the temperature within the cave walls. And now there's this light also, like very much light is just protruding from both sides of the cave wall as well, as this dim light is now just causing this bright light all around you, as you just hear the screams of the kobold flailing its arms around. And it's just trying to like, can't move forward, can't move behind it, as the kobolds just kind of back away, and you see just whimpering around and just eventually fall down to the ground.
Crispy meat.
Crispy meat. So there you go, Arlie. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Okay. After your go, it is Arcturion.
That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Yeah, I'll put myself there.
Okay.
Do I have a line of sight for a javelin toss?
Oh yeah, that kobold directly in front of you, my dude. This one right here on the other
that
side of the
one.
flame.
You know what that X was? Okay. Yeah.
That's just to determine the area of the ball bearings are being
Right.
cut.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to javelin that dude.
Do it.
And 18 to hit.
18 will hit. Roll damage.
And 10. Because I'm still raging. So
10 points of damage. Holy shit, my dude.
erased from history.
You ain't kidding. As a kobold behind it just sees this Fliss, who's really like confident looking, starts to approach Amara, who's just on the ground, still dazed from hitting that much damage from above, takes out the dagger. You got nowhere to go now. What the fuck? And just looks behind as this huge flame is just absconded behind him. Looks forward and sees this hulking Leona with the giant javelin. It's like, gotcha, motherfucker. And you just push him through the flames right off his feet as he is no longer standing in front of Amara.
And I'm going to use my 2-weapon fighting, and I'm going to toss the Warhammer at Do I have the sign of sight for that one that's just underneath the flame, or is that obscured?
So it's 5 feet high. So you could throw it through the flame. It's not necessarily creating like a blind wall necessarily. Like you can kind of see images of the kobolds kind of rippling through the flames.
Oh, I just meant like there's like that little corner of the wall there is kind of blocking. I just didn't know if I could do it. From my side, underneath the flame. I think that's blocked, but the one next to it, I think I can get.
So you could throw it and just get this guy here.
Yeah, the one on the left. Yep. I will toss my light hammer.
Okay.
And oh, it was just tearing over a nat 20. It's 2. It's 6.
Ah.
That's all right.
So you throw that javelin as that kobold gets kicked up off its feet through the flame. You kind of hear like it slam against the other kobolds by the flame. Take up your hammer. You kind of hear that smacking against the rock and metal as it hits wide. But they are very much on their toes, on their heels. Okay. Anything else?
I still have. I think 5 feet of movement. So I think, can I move right here, out of the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
All good. Nice. Okay, so kind of get out of the way, waiting for them to come to you. Amara, so you're currently prone.
Does it take an action to get up?
It would take all of your movement to get up, so you'd still have an action.
Okay, I'll get up. Do I need to roll anything?
Not currently. If you move, half your movement to get up. If you move, you will have to make a roll because the ball bearings are surrounding you all over the place. So if you move from that spot, you have a potential to slip and fall back down again.
I want to try and move just one space away from the fire, if possible. I can't move my player character.
Can you move while prone? Can you just like crawl out of that space so you don't have to make the roll to fall prone because you're already prone? And then get up and go? Just like army crawl out of there?
Or would Avery or I be able to help her get up?
On your turns, you'd be able to.
Okay.
Fudge.
But technically...
Because I want to just move there.
Move in?
Oh yeah, I got a spicy thing coming.
The druid has ideas. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. It's because it's usually like a standing based thing. If you're standing up, slip and fall down. If you kind of like rolled over and kind of army went on your belly. Let me see here. Prone creature's only movement option is to crawl unless it stands up, thereby ends the condition. So you're staying prone. So you're currently, if you move on your belly and don't want to get affected by the ball bearings, you can crawl on your belly, but then you're stuck prone on your belly.
Can I still cast anything?
I think so. I believe.
Laugh.
How much else do you have?
So while prone, you will have disadvantage on attack rolls, and attacks against you will have advantage. Just so you're aware. So if you stay on your belly, it'll be hard for you to hit things, and they will have easy time hitting you because you're on your
good dexterity though, right? So you can probably.
So this is attacking though. So for her to attack, whatever mod she uses to attack will be a disadvantage. So it'll be hard for her to attack anything. And for them to hit her, doesn't matter what mod it is, they'll have an advantage each time they attack.
I just mean, like, if your dexterity is pretty good, why not just try to stand up?
Okay. Yeah, I guess I could stay there. Hold. But then I wouldn't reach the...
You could back up and then wait for them to come around and then do it. Because we're probably going to be dealing with all the winged ones soon. Because they can fly over the fire.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, so it would take everything for me to stand up. So would I just stay there?
So you're not going to crawl on your belly?
Nah.
No? Okay. So if you're going to stand up, it's half your movement to stand. And then if you just stay there and don't move, nothing happens to you.
But if I do move forward, do I just do a dash?
There will be an opportunity for you to slip. You'll have to roll a check.
What do I have to roll for that?
To move forward, that is Apollo's thing. What's your roll?
Dexterity saving throw.
So yeah, make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
I got a 2. So 5 total.
You fall and slip, and you are prone again. After all that, you see Amara kind of like on the ground as there are no more kobolds around them, and they just kind of slowly get up. Oh, you're gonna get it now. You're gonna get it now. Vines and different kind of shrubberies are gleaming all over their body. That crazy look in her eye.
Am I still able to cast anything or no?
You are prone. That is it. That is the end of your turn. Okay. So after that, we come to the guard drakes. They cannot get out of their pen. Come to Avery.
Right. I don't know what I could do to help Amara here.
Brush the ball bearings away.
Yeah. Right.
Sorry, I just read this. If a creature moving through the area at a half speed doesn't need to make the save. I don't know if that would affect
She moved exactly 1 square. Like, you know what I mean? Like one whole thing of movement is 5 feet. You can't move like 2.5 in a square.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. No, that's good to know.
I don't know what else I could do. I could try to...
You can ready an action, kind of position yourself for if anyone comes to your view or comes past a fire, you'd be able to lop off a hit on their turn.
I'll just do that. I'll ready an action, just still with my short sword, just getting ready to swing if somebody comes through. But yeah, I could try to like do another cantrip and like throw fire down there, but I don't want to hit Amara, so...
I'm on the floor. You don't hit me.
You might be able to get it over her, yeah.
Can I do that? Would I be at risk of hitting her?
Sorry, what do you want to do?
If I use a firebolt cantrip, would I be at risk of hitting Amara?
She's on the ground, like on her back, so it would not touch her. It would just fly over her.
Well, then let's do that then. I'm gonna move just 1 square forward to get a line of sight over here. And then I'm gonna throw a firebolt.
Try to get this guy.
Yes. So let's see. That would be a 16 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay, 10.
10.
Nice.
So as you see Amara slip and fall on the ground, you're just like, oh, goddamn, Amara. This big, huge fireball comes out of your fist, goes through the flames. You see the flames kind of part from the wind of the trajectory of your fireball, and you see a kobold just gets splattered against the rock wall as the other ones go, holy shit! And you fall down as the flames come back into view. So you nailed one.
Nice.
Blood splattered against the rock wall.
And then I'm just going to
taking them off one by one.
Just back here.
Okay.
And
that's your turn. Okay. So after that are the kobolds' turns. As they have this fire kind of in place, they are all going to just see sort of Amara on the ground through the flames and get their slings and go and just start pelting her with rocks while she's on the ground. Would have had advantage already, but it'll have more advantage now. So 3 attacks with the slings. That is a 19 for the first. 11 on the second. 13 on the third one. Amara, what's your AC?
13.
13. So 2 hit, 1 miss. So this is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you're just pelted with rocks through the flames. These kobolds are just throwing shit at you, trying to take you out.
That takes you down to 0, right?
No. I
No?
have 7 hit points.
Oh my god.
A good thing I think Rita both have the healing potion.
I do have a healing potion.
Whew.
Apollo's just in the back. The ball bearings were to catch them!
Oh, how the mighty have fallen! Does it take an action for me to pop a healing potion?
Bonus action.
Okay.
But now the winged kobolds start to fly as you hear the flapping of leather wings get louder and louder as they fly over the kobolds behind the flames and make the distance to get over the flame in the corridor. And they see you, Amara, and they are just going to take their shots.
Oh, fudge. I made many mistakes.
I was gonna suggest somebody throw a rope to her and just pull her to safety.
I have to say, the last
People
thing I
have to do that on
expected.
the action, though.
No, I know.
Yeah.
The last thing I expected was for her to move closer to all the danger.
I really didn't think I would fail, but I did.
Okay, so this is going to be a lot of attacks against you, Amara.
They still have to come through one at a time because it's a narrow corridor. Like, is there enough space for them to all attack at once?
Yeah, so, but they also can fly above her, right?
Yeah.
So they can get like over the flames, over her, go a bit forward. Because they have enough movement that they can get to here, to basically where Amara is, and then even make it a little bit more. But we've got some people preparing some attacks, but you prepared your sword, correct, Avery?
Right.
Right, so they got to be within melee range for you to be able to hit them with the sword. So I'm basically trying to position these guys. So this one here is basically above Amara right now. I'm just putting it here just so you can see. So we have one right next to her here, one above her here, one behind this guy. And that's about as close as they can get. So there's going to be 3 attacks against you in here, Amara. And they're all going to try to stab you with their daggers. So they're going to be at advantage because they got pack tactics. Oh, actually, no. They can do something else. They are going to drop rocks on you as they flap over and carrying like slightly big boulders from all the rocks and cave walls on the ground. So 3 of them are going to do this. Oh, shit. My D20.
That's fair.
It counts to 0.
So 18 on the first one. 19 on the second one. And 15 on the third one. So all these are going to hit. This is going to be a D6 plus 3 for each one.
Oh, so like legitimately there's no way.
I'm dead.
There's These are the henchmen. These are the grunts that we have to fight. There's probably like 2 more bosses in this game.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen! Remember,
You take 23 points of bludgeoning damage as these boulders just hit you one at a time, pinning your arm and your leg, and then crack! One just hits you right on the head, knocking you out. You are out.
Unconscious.
That's true. Unconscious, now on death saving throws.
We can't get her out of there without evoking attack of opportunity, can we?
Not currently.
Because they're all.
And we got marbles on the ground, so I can't go over.
Marvelous.
I didn't expect her to move it. This would have been a great idea. The promise.
So just figure it out right there. So that Kobold is on top. They all made attacks there. And yeah, there's not much they can do currently. That guy can kind of move a little bit up there, flying. It was 15 feet to get there. Yeah, they are going to... They're going to stop there. So that's going to be their move. As you see Amara just get knocked the fuck out by a pelting of boulders. We come back to the top with Apollo.
Just in the background. What the I'm gonna come around to let's say I can move in and out. All right, so I'll just come up here. We'll go here and take a short bow shot at this one, the middle one.
This one above Amara?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is 13 to hit.
Just hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Would I have sneak attack on this? Because they didn't see me before when the round started.
Nah, you're completely in view. You're not hiding behind anything.
Just 9 damage then.
9 damage. Okay. Short bow.
Yep.
So that one is. So you go through and you see Amara get knocked out from the multiple bulges. Like, Amara, no! One right in the throat as it does a big, huge backspin and falls on the ground and lands on its neck. You get the crunching noise and cracking as it just wipes out right beside Amara's body. Just crumples and does not move. That one is dead.
Great. Just standing, just looking between Avery and Ark on the wall and Arlie, just standing there, just and then it wasn't my fault. She moved in. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all slow pan over to him. Like,
get the winged ones, and then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement. Can I? Is it possible to just get up on this table?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna hop up on the table.
Yeah, you won't need to check. It's like 5 feet high, so you just kind of. Okay.
And then I'll end my turn.
Sweet. All right. After that, we're gonna come to Arlie. See
okay.
You see your friend Amara get taken down. See Apollo knock one out of the sky with an arrow.
So first I want to turn to Apollo and just be like, it's okay, dude. We know it wasn't intentional. It's okay. It's okay, cat. And then I want to use my longbow and hit the nearest flying kobold. Rolled 12 to hit.
12 to hit the winged kobold, just misses.
Dang it. Okay.
And I will say, because good old Jordy Rose just reminded me, Amara, how many hit points did you have left?
I was at 7, and then I went to 0. I don't know how many they did to me.
So the first two would have knocked you out, and you would have done 0 hit points. The third hit you while you were unconscious, so you failed 2 death saving throws. You have 1 left.
Okay.
Meaning
usually when you go unconscious,
yeah,
you have 3 death saving throws. You have a chance 1 out of 3, best of 3, to come back to 1 HP and stay conscious. If you get hit while you're unconscious at 0 hit points, any extra damage, you immediately fail 2 out of the 3 death saving throws. So when it comes to her turn, she's going to roll her death saving throw unless someone revives her in time and could potentially murder her.
Someone heal me, please.
Yeah, would
I
it
have
be?
no spells.
Well, okay.
You're
so
the healer.
I can't use a spell now, right? Because I just tried to hit him with my longbow.
Spell's a bonus action, isn't it?
That's what I thought, but I'm just double checking because I thought that a cantrip was as well, but a cantrip is.
Oh, wait, getting another ruling. Technically, it's 1 save because they weren't within 5 feet. So you lose 1 death saving throw, not 2.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There you go. So you got 2 left. Sorry, Arlie.
Okay.
So I can use a spell, right?
Use an action to shoot the bow.
Mm-hmm.
So you can only do 1 spell or 1 action to hit, unless it's a bonus action spell.
Okay, and that's in a different. Okay, crap. Why do I keep thinking that I can use an attack and a spell in the same?
Because you can do. It's because some spells have bonus actions
Some
too.
you can. I see.
So if one says bonus action casting time and it's a spell, you can use an action to attack and then a bonus action cast a spell. But if the spell itself says 1 action casting time, you can either do that or attack to hit.
I see. Okay, only one of mine I can use. Crap. I still have a healing potion. What could I do with that to get that to her?
So it's a bonus action to use. Currently, there is a 2-foot gap right where this is, where Arcturion fell. So that T that says trap. So that has those spikes underneath there. So for you to be able to get over to her, you'd have to just kind of leap over that space and get to her, and you could try to feed her the healing potion.
Would I be able to move in, do that, and then move back out before getting attacked?
If you have enough movement, then yes.
I definitely do.
But
I would have to roll to miss that trap.
Mm-hmm.
What would I have to roll for, like dexterity?
It's not about speed, it's about jumping distance, so it'd be an athletics check.
Can't you go around it?
It's a very tight hallway, and it's 2 feet deep within that 5-foot square of space. So imagine going through a tight corridor and there's a 5-foot gap that's sunken 2 feet with spikes coming out of it, and Amara is directly on the other side of that.
I guess I'll try it.
It's only 5 feet. It's not going to be an incredibly hard DC, but it's just for you because with your servitor body and all your legs, you're trying to kind of like get over that gap and place it over to her without falling in.
Yeah. I'll try it. So.
Okay.
Let's roll athletics.
Yep.
15.
15. So yeah, you're all good. Do the length of your servitor body. You take your 2 front hooves and kind of place it over one end as their back legs kind of go over the other. You take your arm. It was a bonus action, able to give her the potion.
And then I just want to move back out of there as soon as I do.
So as all the kobolds are flapping over her and like about to come over, he's like, shit! Kind of run over to her, kind of smacking them away and trying to put that potion into her gullet and just force it down her throat. You just see faint breathing start to come out of her once more from the stillness of her body.
Would it be possible or dumb for me to try to pull her back with me?
That would require too many saves. You've already done your action to hit. You've gone over, done a bonus action to put it down. You were just using your movement to kind of get over there, so that's kind of it as far as things you're able to do for the turn. But you did give her that healing potion, so you can roll how many hit points she got. It'd be a D4, 2D4 plus 2, I believe.
2D4.
Yeah, 2D4 plus 2.
So 6.
6. So 6 points of healing to Amara. as you suddenly just like she just bats away all of the kobolds there, but they are gonna get opportunity attacks on you as you move back away from them, Arlie. So these two here.
Mm-hmm.
Or did you want to just, if you stay where you are, they won't incur attacks if you didn't want to move away from them. If you just stayed there above Amara, they won't do opportunity attacks on you. It's up to you.
I think I will move. I
Yeah?
just want to get away from them. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to have 2 attacks with the dagger
I also
here.
don't want to block Avery because he could possibly get a good hit in the next time.
Yeah, that's
to
true.
Where I am, so.
Okay, so 2 dagger attacks on you. So that's 16 plus 5, so that'll hit. And the second one is unnatural 20. So this is going to be 2d4 plus 3. 12 points of piercing damage as you go over Amara's body, and the kobolds are just about to finish the job, and you kind of take all the hits from Amara as they start slashing at your servitor body as you're able to pour down the health potion just in time so she can get up and start to move your way out of there. But now you have a bunch of gashes all over your fawn body.
Okay. I'm going to move back like here, just kind of around the corner to hide a little bit.
Okay, as you kind of gallop away, start to see blood kind of trickling down the floor as you see Arlie start to move away from saving Amara's life. So good job there. After Arlie, we come to Arcturion.
Okay.
What you got, fool?
My big brain is working again. I have rope. Can I throw the rope? She grab it. Strength check to pull her back to us, to me at least. Can I do that? If not, I'm just gonna start throwing weapons.
Yeah. I will say, if you move kind of this direction, so you've got a good line of sight.
Yeah.
I will say that you take the rope out and make kind of like a noose, like you're trying to like lasso an animal, and able to throw the rope with the athletics check, and then cinch it, and then pull towards you.
Okay, athletics check then.
Saving Private Amara.
Oh, I'm pulling you clear to safety. 22.
22. So you use your action. You're like, Amara, hang on! And just like the loop kind of falls near the head and the armpit, and you just attach it cinches up, just waking up from being pelted by boulders. Wait, where? What? It's just dragged over by where Arcturion is.
Yeah, behind me. And I'm going to use my two-handed, and I'm going to huck a javelin right at the one that is to my left there, straight.
This one here?
No, the one up. Yeah, that one, sure.
Right to your right, okay.
Yeah. Javelin. 13, just hits.
13 does hit. Roll damage.
3 plus 2, 5.
5, okay. So as you kind of like take the loop around, put it over Amar's body, tighten the cinch, take your javelin out.
Yes, yeah, there's a javelin.
Toss it over. Just nail one of the wings over to the wall as it's trying to stab the rest of Amara from getting out of the view, but you made some clear headway as you yank her over. Oh, sorry. It was your action to do the rope.
Bonus action for two-handed, though.
Bonus action for two-handed. Oh, two-weapon fighting?
Two-weapon fighting, sorry, yes.
So I believe for that to incur, you have to make the melee attack first to follow it up with the two-handed fighting. Because it's a second melee attack that follows up from the first one. when you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different melee weapon. So it's kind of a chain that works when you attack first, and then you follow up with the second one, unfortunately.
That's all right. That's all right. All I can really do is I'm gonna move back.
Yeah, give yourself some distance.
Can I take Amara with me though, or no?
With that high of an athletics roll, you're just dragging her around.
No, I want to take her back a little bit. Yeah, so like I'm gonna move here, and I want to see if Amara can come with me behind me.
Behind you, yeah. For sure. We can say that you like grabbed her with the rope, and you just put her on your shoulder, and you're just getting her to safety from there.
Yeah. And
all right.
I think that's all I can really do besides, can I ready an attack?
That's also an action to do. Kind of the action economy was to do the rope and pull her. So, but you used it well. You did it high. You grabbed her away. One person gave her the health potion. Another person dragging her to safety.
Yeah.
Okay. Amara, your eyes are starting to come open, and your vision is starting to come into focus as you just look down, and your arms are in front of you, just going up and down as this furry back is coming into your vision, and you hear Arcturion behind you, like, I got you. All right. After Arcturion, we come to Amara. With all this blood coming out of your mouth, all of these huge contusions and bruising all over your body, it aches and it pains, but you're starting to breathe a bit normally as you are right next to Arcturion now. What would you like to do?
I'm back, baby!
And like you go to like run towards them again, I just grab you back in the same spot.
Let me at him!
So question for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my entangle also on the flying ones?
That is a ground-based spell. They are currently flying. So it's like you're trapping the floor, but they're floating above the floor.
Is that also the same with Thunderwave?
Thunderwave, yeah, it is a ground radius-based spell. Let me just double check on that just super quick. Because within a radius, but usually it's a radius from you centered on the ground. Self 15-foot cube. So 15-foot cube, so you would hit them actually. Affects there too, because it makes a 15-foot cube around you, so 50 feet across, 15 feet up, centered on you. So you would have to go to them to make it work. Like we said, Arcturion might have a problem with that.
Hello, Arcturion. I'm running! I'm back, baby!
You run underneath my legs, like.
Okay, and would that work for, if I were to use Burning Hands, because it's a cone, can I hit them with that too?
You'd have to choose one or the other, because it's one spell.
I'm gonna do, if I can do Burning Hands, I would rather do that.
15-foot cone. Yeah, so it's a cone that you can like put towards you, angle it up.
Mm-hmm.
So either do you want to do Thunder Wave or Burning Hands?
Burning Hands.
Okay. So you get back up there, so a 15-foot cone centered on you. Yeah, so you could get all four of these guys with it.
Sick. All right, I'm gonna do that then. Oh, they have to make a Dex saving throw?
Yeah, so you're gonna burn that first level spell slot.
Yes.
So you've used 3 out of 4 so far. So they all gotta make a Dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
If they succeed, they take half damage, or fail, they take all of it, and that'll be 3d6 fire damage. Okay, let's see. Go and take your fiery revenge. First one's a natural 19. Second one's a natural 19. Third one is 14 exactly. So unfortunately, they all save. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
So you can still roll your 3d6 fire damage, but they will take half of that.
Okay, I rolled a 9.
So 9 damage.
Yeah.
So 4, let's say.
Yeah.
So they'll all take 4 points of fire damage.
And for my bonus action, I'm gonna take my health potion.
Bonus action, take your health potion. Okie dokie.
What would I be rolling?
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Nice. I got 9 points.
So it's immediately as Arcturion kind of puts you down and you get your consciousness back, you're just like, lay at him! And then Arcturion's like, what the fuck? And you just like go right at his legs, running with your hands outstretched, and all the vines and all the greenery on your forearms start to light up as your entire arms are ensconced in flames. Like, I'll teach you to throw rocks at me, you motherfucker! This flamethrower just comes out of your palms as they go, their wings, or leathery wings, are catching on fire, flailing all about as they knock into each other and knock on the walls. But they are still up. And then after that, you just the fiery passion continues to come from Amara. Is that all?
Yes.
Okay, good effing move. Just knock off that first level spell slot there.
Did that.
And okay, and then after that, guard drakes can't move. Avery.
Yeah, so I'm probably just gonna go try to get him with another firebolt. So I'm gonna go this guy across from me over here. And,
This guy here?
Yes. So
All right.
Firebolt.
You see them already on fire, wings lit aflame, just add more damage.
More fire.
All fire! More fire, always!
So to hit, that is a 22.
That'll hit!
And
Big time.
Damage is an 8.
Bam! One shot. Sniped him right in the face as you see the flames be taken onto their bodies or knocking each other. You see this opportunity, you're like, yes, finally, some fucking luck! Just knock one's head right into the other one, just knocks him out, and he also falls and kind of like falls on his legs first, right into that spiked trap as you see those spikes damaged into the thigh bone, right into the rib cage, and right through the jawbone, up the cheek. Oh, what?
We have a bridge. It's perfect. We get over it.
Exactly.
On him. Hop on over now.
And that is true. Now there is just this kind of kobold body now, as you can use as a bridge to pelt over the spikes, so you will be okay moving it forward. Okay, anything else?
I am good. I'm gonna chill here.
Chill there, okay. After that, we come to the kobolds. With this flame still erupting in place. The non-flying kobolds can't do much without getting hurt from the flame. But one can still hit with the sling over at Amara. So they start swinging. I said stay dead! Throws a sling at you at advantage.
Wait, could he
8.
get a disadvantage because the fire?
And I'm just saying because you guys don't have disadvantage from it either, so it all just kind of like flaming up, flaming down. But it's an 8, so it's gonna miss. As the rock kind of comes through the flame, just move over, and you're like, I see you, motherfucker. I'm gonna just foaming at the mouth, wanting revenge from them knocking you out earlier, mimicking Arcturion's rage. Revenge! But the flame is still gonna be there. Oh, never mind. I'm trying. I think the fire will burn out.
Yeah, the oil burns for 2 rounds, so this would be the last round.
Yeah, so after they go, it'll be the last round. The fire will go out, so they're gonna stay there. And the other kobolds are gonna raid an action for anyone that comes close. And the winged kobolds are going to go move forward. Sees Amara still up.
Damn
This
it.
one's gonna fly over. Flying over. Oh, not the flame. The
Oh
kobold.
no, they're throwing fire.
It's alive.
This one can go.
They can like fly through each other.
Yeah, so they're all kind of just going in different directions and they can kind of just move in sequence.
Amara, this is why I put you down. This is exact because you're gonna literally we're all gonna run out of health because you keep dying.
No one puts baby in the corner.
This is why we leave her unconscious. We just bring her back so she's not dying, and we put her in the corner, and we leave her there.
Sandwich.
It's a druid with barbarian mentality.
This one is going to fly over to Apollo.
If
And-
Avery is holding an attack, when can he use that?
So,
Huh?
I don't have an attack to hold. I hit a guy with my cantrip.
Oh. Okay.
yeah, so usually when you hold an action for someone, because he was waiting for someone to come within 5 feet of him, but that never happened because these things are flying 15 feet up into the air. So even they could just fly right over him because he's only standing there trying to hit him with the sword. So he chose to do a ranged attack instead and hit it with a firebolt earlier. So once you kind of forgo you standing there waiting for that to happen, then it's all done.
Gotcha.
But these guys are going to go and try to make attacks on Mara, taking revenge for the kobold that she ate earlier. So let's see if we get advantage again, and this time with the daggers. (17 + 5), that first one will hit. 17, so both are going to hit. D4s. Uh, 11 points of piercing as the winged kobolds rush over to you and just, this is Fôlkvangr! And just start stabbing you with their little daggers. Once again, take it down low.
Wait, if they're passing me, do I get a swing at them?
No, that's if they leave your, if they're around you, stop, and they're done, they end their movement next to you, and then they move away from you, then you can get opportunity attack. But they're also flying above you. So they went down 5 feet to be able to get in range and stab you.
Okay.
And then this one over here, it's going to be above Cole, and going to drop a rock on top of him. This would just be a straight attack. 16 to hit.
Hits.
7 points of bludgeoning damage as the kobolds start pouring out of that hallway now, going back onto Amara. Everyone, the chaos is just raining out. Then one kind of goes away from the pack and sees you from the one that put the oil down, shooting with the arrows. It is a huge boulder, smacks you on the head.
How many of these rocks do they have?
And then I got one more flying kobold here.
Go ahead, hit me.
Hit me!
Hit me.
You're gonna have to toss me!
Don't tell the elf.
It's gonna move. over this way is going to make an attack on Avery. So it's going to hit you with dagger. Natural 18 plus 5, so that'll hit. 5 points of piercing to you, Avery, as the kobolds are now just pouring out in all directions like a swarm of bats, and you see two starting to cover over Amara again. You're like, God damn, we just fucking healed her. Oh shit! They're all just like coming out of everywhere now. But that will be their turn, and we come to the newest round of combat, ending that flame as it begins to dissipate, clearing the way for the other kobolds. All right, so Apollo,
How
freshly
far up?
bonked on the head,
How far up is that kobold?
15 feet up.
Okay, so I'm going to. Okay, let's find 1, 2. I'm gonna move 30 feet back
Mhm.
and take a shot with my short bow at the one that just tried to attack me.
All right, make an attack.
That's gonna be a 23 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
6
This is turning out to be like a mini boss battle.
damage.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go into big, huge boulder hits on your head. Ah, God damn it! Do a backflip, kind of springboard over, gymnast style. Right through the eye, up through the top. Hits down, dead.
And is there off to like below me? Are those? Is that another table or what is that?
Here?
Yeah.
Yep, another table.
Can I get to it and use it as cover? Like, can I, for the purpose of like maybe 3/4 cover or something, like kind of put it behind me?
Nah, it's again, it's a table. So thin layer of wood, 4 sticks, lots of room underneath.
Okay, then I'm going to, where was I? I was here, so I'm going to pop dash and 20. Putting myself here, would that give me purpose of cover?
Yeah,
Okay.
you'd be
so
around the bend there.
Yeah, and I'm going to end there.
So a couple of handspring backflips, hit it with a crossbow, run off for cover around the
Every move I
corner.
make is a backflip.
Like that one henchman in like that one henchman in Batman. Just backflip everywhere. Okay. After that, we come to Arlie.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna get the heck out of here. I'm gonna go.
You want to do an action first to shoot a bow and then move?
Does it matter?
Or I'm just saying, like, if you move somewhere else, you might not have a line of sight.
Oh, I'm making sure I would.
Okay.
I just want to get the heck out of there.
Yeah. So
I'll move there and then take a shot at the nearest kobold, I guess,
This
or
one
whichever
here?
one. Yeah.
yeah, go for it.
Okay. 6 to hit.
Misses once again. As we're all just swarming, taking shots, flying in between them like a swarm of bats, just getting hard which one to hit currently. Looking back as you see Apollo doing backflips, your mind's just distracted. Just hits the top of the wall, unfortunately. The top of the ceiling.
Okay.
Trying your best not to hit your friend Amara that you just freshly healed and got out of there.
Yeah. I'm thinking I could use Hunter's Mark to where I would be like sure to hit somebody, but at this point, like with everybody else's turns happening, it may not be worth it. I mean, unless I stick it on one of those guys at the bottom of the stairs or something. What are those creatures again?
They are guard drakes. So imagine like just big hulking Komodo-like dragons that are just kind of very aggressive and trying to scrape to get free at the moment.
Are they pretty tough?
You don't know.
We saw one get hit earlier with like a really crazy hit, and it just bounced off of him like a ping pong ball.
they're very, very
So-
strong. They're very strong.
Yeah.
They're kind of trapped right now, and I don't think they can get out. So I think we're fine ignoring them.
I will say, make a perception check really quick.
Seven.
7. So you looking at these animals, because you are fixed with nature. As far as like, as Avery kind of pointed out, he saw sort of training dubbies that had scratches and claw marks all over it. You don't really have a sense of like how intensely strong or powerful these particular guard drakes are. But even when you looked at them down before, when you threw that sconce down, you did notice that there were a few cuts and scratches and bruise, like looked like they had been battle worn, like badly treated. So they don't look 100%. I will give you that.
So okay, with Hunter's Mark, can I like change my target at some point with that, or would that take another?
So for Hunter's Mark, you place it on a target and it's with them until they die. And when they're dead, you can then move it to a different target, I believe.
I think I won't use it. I'll just end my turn there.
Okay. So going shooting wide, getting good distance, waiting to see what's going to come of this situation with all these winged kobolds. Still 3 left in the tunnel there. After that, we come to Arcturion.
Hell yeah. Okay, the one that's above Amara there.
So these guys are all 10 feet in the air currently.
Yes, yeah. I know I'm not going to melee them. Well, close. So the one on the top there, I'm going to javelin.
How many javelins do you have?
It just says javelin.
Can an arc reach them with melee?
He has 5 feet of reach.
Aren't they already down? I thought they came down because they came down to dagger Amara, and to move out of that, they would have taken opportunity attacks on their turn. So wouldn't they be down at least 5 feet to where he could hit them, like 5 feet up?
Even if they're 5 feet up, I can reach them.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, because they came down to dagger.
Yeah, correct. So
Amara.
there's like a 5 foot sort of cube, and then they're on that. So there's 3 cubes up. They're on the second cube. So with you have 5 foot reach, so you could hit one of them up, because they would need to be within 5 feet to hit Amara.
Yeah.
So you could go under one and try to hit it up there with your great axe.
I think I'd rather actually stay here and do my two-handed fighting and just throw a javelin at one, see what it does, and then throw a war hammer at the other. Throw a light hammer at the other. Or we'll go from there.
Okay, so usually, I know we've been pretty free and easy with the javelin throws lately,
Okay.
but usually with weapons that you throw that aren't like arrows, usually you throw your javelin, it hits a target, the javelin is now in the target, and then you gotta go over, take the javelin out from the person, and then throw it again.
Okay.
But I've just been kind of loose with it just because, we're still all new to combat and things like that.
Understandable. I didn't hit the one with the javelin because we didn't count that one, right? It's the one that I was supposed to hit after I roped Amara. I didn't throw that javelin.
Yeah. So we'll say that you have it on you right now.
Okay. Yeah. And because of the last combat where I threw the javelin at the one, I already walked past that area, so I need to.
So we'll say that you still have it.
Okay.
But that's just something I want to.
You know what?
Gotta start taking track of.
You know what? For the dungeon master's sake, I will walk over and I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna be right here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna use my great axe, and then my bonus action, I'm gonna use my daunting roar. As a matter of fact.
Hey, there you go.
Okay. So first off, let's swing with the great axe. 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, which one are you hitting? This one?
The one that's above Amara there. Yeah, that one right there.
Okay. Did you want to use the roar first or after you attack?
I want to use the roar after attack because it's I got 9 hits, 9 points of damage. Technically, 11 hit points of damage. So, you go.
Okay, so this guy here?
Yeah.
7 HP? Yeah, so you run over. just a huge swipe up, clamp him right in the chest cavity. You feel this crack in its like bone breastplate. You just smack that axe, grab its head, grab its legs, and just crunch it like an accordion. Kick it off the side, falls over in a piled heap of bones and blood.
Nicely
Sorry, I
done.
just love the phrase "smack that axe."
Smack the axe.
I love how the, like, as my character is kind of advancing, it's like as long as I land a hit, it's pretty deadly to some mediocre characters.
It's clobbering time.
Oh no, it's clobbering time. Okay. All I think is a little action figure that he has in the movie. And then yes, daunting
roar. So it's 20 feet, right?
Within 10 feet, as a matter of fact.
10 feet.
And,
So yeah, that's gonna affect them.
Yeah, DC 12.
They're gonna make wisdom saving throws.
Until the end of my next turn.
Yeah, they're gonna be fucking scared of you.
Well, hopefully.
One got a 5, failed.
Okay.
One got a 13, but has a -2 to wisdom, so it went down to 11.
You ain't going nowhere.
So you go down and just crunch that kobold, just punt it to the wall. The two kobolds are trying to stab Amara, suddenly just look up as you did that. Just a huge guttural roar echoes throughout the chambers of the underground cave. Yeah. What do we do? I don't know. What is this thing? And they just start freaking out, bump into each other. Maybe we should retreat. Maybe we should get the others. Oh God! And they just start freaking the fuck out.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So
Anything
fight
else?
is-
Bonus action. You could move a little bit if you have any movement.
How many did I move? Where I was behind this, so I went 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's go 25, 30. Actually, you know what? Let's go, hold on. 25, 30, 35. I'll go right back to where I was.
Easy peasy.
Yep, in and out. Oh, I should have grabbed Amara on the way. I don't think I could have grabbed Amara on the way, could I?
No, it would be your action to do all the things that you just did.
Okay. Yep. I think I've done enough here.
So those flying kobolds are now affected by the fear condition. So they have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight. And the creatures can't willingly move closer to the source of fear.
Cool. So they couldn't move towards me even if they
They can move like around you, they just can't move towards you.
Right.
So good job there though.
Treat beans.
As you see them just freaking out and just knocking just out, they immediately stop sort of attacking Amara for the minute. And after that, we come to Amara.
I am going to heal myself.
No.
Heal yourself again.
Yeah.
So your last spell slot.
Yes. I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on myself.
All right, so you are out of spells. You just have your cantrips left.
Yep. There we go. Okay. I'm back to 14 hit points.
Woo!
I don't think I have any bonus actions I can do. Because if I run, do they get to attack me?
They will. They'll just be a disadvantage. Attack rolls while the disadvantage on attack rolls while the source of fear is in line of sight. So they can try to attack you, but it'll be a disadvantage because they're just so shaken up by this murderous lion that's just crunching their friends like accordions. But
Okay.
you do have one very special bonus action that you are forgetting about.
Oh, wait. Am I?
Mm-hmm.
Quick, play the Jeopardy theme song.
Wait, what can I do?
You can summon your wildfire spirit.
Oh.
Oh no! Wait, sorry.
No, I can't.
No, you can't. That's my bad. You need your wild shapes, and you use them all. My mistake.
Oh,
I'm gonna bring up your hopes.
Primal Savagery.
I saw bonus actions under it, and I'm like, oh, but no, it's an action to cast it if you have the wild shape slot for it, and then as a bonus action, you could have done stuff, but my mistake.
I can't use Primal Savagery because I think that's an action.
Yeah, and you used your action for the Cure Wound
Heal.
spell.
Yeah. Okay.
So you could move. They will attack, but they will be at disadvantage. So there's a good chance that they might miss.
Yes, I want to try to move. I'm gonna move next to our.
Okay. Actually, before you move, so they get disadvantage from fear, but they get advantage because they have a feature called Pack Tactics. When they're right next to each other, they get advantage. So this will just be a straight roll.
Okay.
So just so you're aware.
Sure.
Okay.
Are they right next to each other though?
Within 5 feet.
Ah, okay. All right.
At least one of the within 5 feet of the creature. Of the creature, yeah, of Amara. So
Okay, sorry. I thought I meant like in between each other. Okay.
First one will miss. Second one
Will miss.
is 19.
That hits.
So it'll hit. So it'll be a D4. 5 points of piercing.
Okay.
You rock out of there. The other one's just still shaking up. Go, what are we gonna do? I don't know. And you just start to try to break out of it. Like, right, get back here. This big scrape along your back rips up against your material and your leather armor as they're able to get one more stab in with the dagger as you make your escape. But you heal yourself, backing yourself up with your friends. After that, the guard drakes can't move. Avery, what you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take my short sword and I'm gonna swing at the guy to my left that's inside the X.
All right.
So let's see.
Kill him, Avery.
That would be a 22 to hit
22 hits, roll damage.
and a 12 damage.
Oh, he did.
12 damage.
And
As that guy just says, what do we do? I don't know. Once says, get out of here, you notice him distracted. You just take your sword, stab him through the leg, and you grab the other blade with your toughened leather glove, drag it down so you're like filleting the meat off of his bone that comes off of his leg. Just grab him by the throat and follow Arcturion's move. Slam him on the ground. Neck snaps immediately.
And then I'm gonna use my 2-weapon fighting and get my hand axe.
Yep.
Wait, can I use my hand or do I have to use unarmed strike, right? Or do I have to use it?
It is a melee weapon.
Got it. So I could do my hand axe.
Mhm.
And
One hand with a sword, hit that guy, hand axe out.
Yep. And go ahead and hit this guy to my right. So that would be a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
And then I don't get the bonus, right? So it's only
Not the mod, yeah.
So only a 2 damage, but I at least trimmed his toenails a little bit, so he was fine.
He is up with 1 hit point. Oh man, so close. As you go down there, fillet the meat, the thigh bone from the muscle, slam that one down, take your hand axe out, hit him right in the rib cage. You feel something snap right in there. Take it out. Just barely hanging on as these little pitiful leathery wings are flapping about, blood dripping down from the ground. Whittling them down. You only got a couple left.
And that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. After that, we come to the Kobolds. And these guys, with no fire in place, start to make their way. Oh, wait, there's a ball bearings, though.
Yep.
So they are gonna, one is definitely gonna fall. They're stupid. They're just gonna run right into that. So they got to make all dex saves.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw. DC 10.
Okay. First one's a nat 19. Second one's a natural 4. Plus 2, that's 6. Third one is a 13 plus 2. So 2 succeed and 1 fail as they start running and kind of slide over. You see them go, "Ah!" One person falls down, hits the back of its head, falls down prone, but the other 2 succeed. But you are in so they are within your range here, Avery, but they're going to try to run past. So you're going to get 2 opportunity attacks here as they run past you.
All right.
You're going to have an opportunity attack 2 of these guys.
So what do I roll for that?
Normal attack, either when you hit them with your hand axe or your long sword.
All right, so we're getting this short sword out. So hold on 1 second. I accidentally hit something else. Go away. Don't want it. Okay, cool. Short sword. The hit is a 19.
19 will hit, and roll
do I get the bonus on damage?
So it's like a regular strike, I believe. So
Okay.
you would get the modifier on that.
Got it. 7 damage.
7 damage. Murdered that guy.
And then you said one more try to run past me? Yep.
Yeah, he's trying to do something here.
All right, so can I use my short sword again? Can I go whoosh, and then one
Yep.
more? All right, sweet, let's do it.
Because they're within 5 feet, they're running past your reach.
11 to hit.
11 just misses. Yes.
Ah.
Okay. So they run past you. Whoa! You just see 2 kobolds just kind of slide towards your direction as you get your sword out. Just literally like fall right into the brunt of your sword, through the eye socket, back of the head. Take it out. Falls down and face first dead. Going for a swing. One kobold ducks, scratches against the stone wall. Sparks fly everywhere as he does a front roll and barely misses. But he is still gonna keep moving, as he's going to use his movement from here. 10, 20 feet of movement, running all the way over there. And this guy who's fallen here falls down prone. So he moved. He's from here. 10 feet. He's got 20 feet remaining, using 10 feet to get up. And he's stupid as fuck. He's gonna keep moving forward. He's like,
Does he have to make a dex for that hole in the ground?
there's that dead kobold corpse that's now covering it to make everyone able to tread over it easier. But he's still moving in that space, so I believe he has to make another dex save if he's running past it again.
Going through, 2 spaces.
Yeah. 11.
Just saves.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So that was 10 to get up, 5. But Avery gets another opportunity attack as he tries to fall by.
Let's do it. All right, short sword again. We got an 8 to hit. It's not gonna hit.
Starts treading over the dead kobold corpse stuck with all the spikes. Frantically running out of the way, but makes it out over there. And then we got the winged kobold over here. It's gonna make 2 strikes, against you, Avery, with the dagger.
At disadvantage because still scared.
Straight roll. Disadvantage from you, advantage from pack tactics.
Yes.
So on that first roll, you got a natural 19.
That just hits.
So this will be D4. So that's a 3 plus 2. That's 5 points of piercing as that dagger tries to distract you from hitting the others as you're trying to hit the ones that are running towards you. Doing 2 things at once here.
Everybody else is bailed and run away. Over here, like holding.
Avery is the last line of defense.
By myself.
You are the Spartan warrior holding up the trench. Okay, so he's gonna stay put there.
Spartan tactics, everybody, run!
Hey,
But
I'm
that
really
is
low health. I'm out of there.
that
This
is
is fine,
all
guys.
of their go.
Somebody Amara.
Yeah, we come to the top with Apollo.
All right. I'm gonna just kind of peek around the corner, short bow at the one close to the edge there of the pit.
Right here?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that one.
Is that 11 to hit?
11 just misses.
And I'm gonna duck back around the corner.
Come out. Ping! Again, just like hits too wide. Ricochets off the ground, falls down 10 feet into the pit down below as he starts running towards that direction.
One more sling hit and I'm dead, so I'm hiding again. So I'm gonna.
After that, come to Arlie.
All right. I think I will just try to hit the. Should I try to hit the flying one?
The one closest to the edge, I think they're trying to do something.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to do something. Okay. I'll hit him then, or try to. Let's see. 23 to hit.
23 hits, roll damage.
8
What?
damage.
Finally! After all this time, you kind of take a deep breath. The panicking of the moment, your friend almost dying, you're seeing Arcturion attack one of your friends. This is like one of the most stressful battles you've been in quite some time, where you felt a bit overpowered and not in your element. You finally just take a deep breath. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Remember your training. Remember where you came from the Feywild, from all the creatures. Everything just quiets down to a bit of a chirping of the ethereal birds behind you. Deep breath in, close your eyes. You're not even looking. You're just listening to the sound of the environment around you that you're used to. Ping, ricochet, ping, ping, off the ground, off the wall. The kobold has his dagger in his hand. Seems super excited, like he's going for something. You ricochet the dagger off of his hand. As you ricochet hit the dagger into his own neck.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, that guy is super dead. What else would you like to do?
Go ahead.
That's probably it, I think.
Okay. After that, Arcturion again.
Aha.
Get a mark.
Actually, hold on. I was here some fives. Right here. And I'm going to great axe the one that's flying.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da. 12. I miss.
Just misses.
Just
He
misses.
goes up for an attack. Just swing wide. He's just able to get one lift of the wing. Just barely misses his kobold feet, almost hitting Avery as he kind of ricochets your axe off of his sword. He's just like, holy shit, just watch it there. As you're both trying to grab this thing from flying away.
Can I use my form of the beast? Okay, you need to get off my lap. Leave the wire alone. Stop. Headphones wire.
You said form of the beast. And then the kitten
Form
pops
of the
up.
beast, and my
That
cat
is
was
me.
the beast. Can I use my form of the beast as my
So I believe
bonus?
when you enter a rage, you use your
Yes.
rage and use this instead of your rage. So you've used both. You've used your rage already, correct?
It's part of the rage, isn't it?
Yeah, it's part of my rage. I could use this every single round if I wanted to.
It's like an aspect that's added after
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you manifest a natural weapon. It constitutes a simple melee weapon for you. You add your strength modifier to the attack roll. Correct. So which weapon would you have had as you raged?
I would have to pick one, right? Yeah. I always do the claws. That one's always easy.
Claws? Okay.
And I do my one of these claws. Fingers crossed. 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
And I can't roll my damage. Oh, there it is. 4 plus 6.
So you get to make 2 attacks. If you didn't have enough to kill it, you could make 2 attacks with claws. Because when you hit with
Okay.
your claw, you get to make an additional claw attack. So you basically get 2 attacks with the claws with 2 weapon fighting, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. So I got 6 to hit, or 6 damage, 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Yeah. So you go and swing with the great axe, just barely missing the toes. Avery's able to ricochet off of that. Like, get him! You see Arcturion put his hand like in a claw motion, and the nails in his hand just grow like a good foot off of his fingers. Just dig it right into the belly of the kobold and just grab and rip down all his entrails. Just fall out and use that to pull him down and stomp on the breastplate.
You make 1 additional class as part of the same action. Okay, yeah, so he's not dead, is he?
Oh, he's so dead.
Oh,
1
he's
HP.
dead? Oh, he had 1 HP. Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I use the other claw to attack the one that's to right next to me?
Let me see here. Ow. Why do you make a talk?
Why did you hand over the balls?
You can make 1 additional claw attack as part of the same action. I'm gonna say yeah. Doesn't dictate like certain targets or anything. Just says 1 additional claw attack. So
Roll the hit.
yeah.
Roll the hit. Nah, 20, baby.
Oh
So
no!
Can I double the damage if I?
It's double the damage.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. What did my dice just do? My dice just spit out 2 different dice. No, 2 of the same dice, but they spat it out.
The D6s. So it's doing it for you. Yeah. So usually with a crit, the usual thing with crits is you double the dice.
Yes.
But we decided just to do double the damage just to make it easier for everybody.
Okay, it did double the dice though. It automatically just rolled 2 dice for me. If you want, I could try to do it again.
Do you know what the first dice roll was when it says D6?
No,
Like, it'll say-
was separated, and I don't know what it was. It was
Yeah, like in the
There should be an
bottom right.
equation down the
Yeah.
bottom that says so-and-so plus so-and-so.
it's 3 plus 2.
So we'll say this is the first one. So
Okay, so
3 damage doubled to 6.
Double the 6 plus 2 plus another 2, so it'd be 10 actually. So he
10, yeah.
He did.
So you go over, rip that guy's entrails down, bring him down, immediately go for the swipe with the other hand as you slow motion swipe over as the claws in your hand elongate to about 1 foot long over into the side of the face. Literally rip the face off of the kobold as its skull is now exposed in front of you.
Normal Tuesday.
You have cleared the room.
So just as a really quick recap of this, even though I used a 2-handed weapon, as a bonus action, I used my claw because I can, but that means I could also do claws with both hands. So technically I got 3 attacks.
Yeah, so it's basically, it's a weird combo that way where you got your main melee weapon hit. 2 weapon fighting, you get to make another attack with a melee-based weapon.
Yeah.
This barbarian feature of yours makes either your bite, your claws, or your tail an additional melee-based weapon. With the claw, it dictates when you hit with the claw, you get to make an additional claw attack. So whether that's like with the same, you're holding a 2-handed weapon and you drop one hand and hit it with one claw and hit it with the other, or switching the axe around as you hit with one, hit with the other. Basically, if you use the claw, you get 3 attacks in one hit.
Bueno. Noted.
Barbarians!
Barbarians.
But you have successfully cleared the room of all of the nearby kobolds as that one kobold was rushing over to that side of the room, and as you go over to its corpse, you notice that a key is dropped out of its hand as it was rushing over to release the guard drakes from the gate. But you have you've cleared out this entire room of kobolds as that last one just falls down its face with its skull exposed, blood pooling around the floor. You all just look at each other, bloody, battered, and broken. Is there anything you wanted to say?
Is it done
Amara's
yet?
gonna finger guns.
I'm going to walk over to Amara and just give her the lightest smack in the back of the head.
Can we line up and just start just a trail of...
Yeah.
We just all gang up around Amara and just start slow, like just very gently going.
And as you all line up to smack Amara at the back of the head and knock some sense into her, that's where we'll end tonight's stream, everybody. Good job, guys. That was pretty much like a mini boss encounter from the amount of enemies you had to fight.
It took the entire session.
There was a good, 6, 12,
18, I think.
kobolds
They
in
were
there.
a lot of high numbers too, which definitely lengthened
Yeah,
the
we kept
battles.
missing.
But you did a good strategy. You boxed them in through that tunnel. You put up a flame, a bit of obstruction from them, taking pot shots, trying to take them out one at a time as best as you could, stopping them essentially from trying to swarm around you all, getting advantage on hits, or some of them going over to that gate and unlocking it and let the guard drakes join the fight. So that was kind of your big, first kind of seriously stressed out battle. You almost had one party member die permanently. Which would have been interesting.
Yeah, what happens if that happens?
So there's a few things that happen in that instance. And it's kind of dependent on your situation. Because when someone fails all death saving throws, they are, for all intents and purposes, dead. There is a certain time limit with their body that you can do to try to heal them. There are certain revive spells that some of them are 5-minute window, 1 day window. Some of them have various time limits on how long till their body is completely expired for you to revive them. But if you have no way of bringing them back or any spells or anything, I mean, it kind of becomes a creative thing after a while, right? If you have her corpse and it's freshly dead and it's not been a year, it's still there. Maybe you can try to plead your case to someone to revive them.
To Satan.
People have made deals with devils where you shout out to the ether, be like, I will do anything to save my friend's life right now. And a devil may just pop out of thin air and be like, is that true? Jennings just shows up and is Lucifer.
What is it you truly desire?
We could have Jennings in here for one shot
Oh
during
God, please, yeah, just definitely have him pop in.
But there are things that can happen. And obviously, it's kind of dependent on the DM and things, how to deal with that. Obviously, we want to try to keep the party together and keep it moving forward. So, and it's up to the player too. If they're like, you know what? I kind of want a new character. I'm kind of done with that. Or if they're like, I don't want to permanently die. Is there anything we can do? Then I can come up with very interesting sort of scenarios for that to maybe take effect that might put you all in a bad spot for a while. Maybe you owe someone a favor. Maybe you got to do something real evil and devious that you did not want to do, but you got to, you know what I mean? So there's lots of interesting creative ways that can come about. But in some games, they're just like, you're dead.
My first game I played was like that. It was really scary.
Yeah, but kudos, guys. First hard fought fight. You are the victors, but we're not far from over yet, as we got much more of this cave to explore, and Langdorosa is still out there somewhere.
Would we not be able to camp here and have a rest?
You sure can.
Could we do that? Because your
You
girl
could.
is hurting.
The The entire camp is outside trying to get in. Hundreds of cultists. Plus, we're trapped in here with 2 other bosses and God knows how many traps and monsters.
Yeah, this is the thing with sort of taking rests inside of a dangerous area, whether it's in a cave or in the middle of the woods. As time passes, with short rest, it's like an hour, so it's not that bad. You have people make perception checks, guard around as people take different sleep watches and stuff like that. But there is the potential for something to maybe cross your path or for a guard patrol to come by you as you're resting, So it's a bit of a gamble when you're in an area that's got danger situated around it. But it is possible to find an area that's kind of hidden or dark and just kind of rest there for a little while and hopefully no one sees you or finds you and then you come back.
We don't know a way out.
We barricaded your only one of the only
barricaded our only way out.
One of the only ways. Gotcha. He started with only way out, but went. No.
Now there is no way out.
Yeah. Where is everyone at health-wise?
I'm at 20, but I can heal myself for 1d10 plus 6 or 1d10 plus 3, I think. So I'll be all right.
I have 8.
I don't know if I have a health potion or not, but I'm just
Amara?
fine. Like
I have $4. Take it or leave it.
I have 5.
So if you guys want to do a short rest, I can stay in guard. I can heal myself.
Yeah, I was also gonna. I'll watch as well.
That's a
I feel
lot.
like we should try to do a long rest. Like, why not? It's 8
hours.
So a long rest
hours
is 8 hours. Short rest, though, I don't believe you recover hit dice from a short rest.
You can. You expend hit dice, I think.
Oh, that's true.
But my issue is I don't know how long it's going to take them to get into the cave. Because if they have hundreds of cultists digging out this cave entrance, we have very limited time. That's my thought. So, and we don't want to still be in here when they finally clear that entrance. What did Leosin need in here? He needed just information or wanted to see what was in here or something.
You just
and we really,
Lord, really.
Yeah, I think we have to be extremely careful about traps going forward as well. Like every room scanning.
He mentioned to you that the dragon eggs might be in here somewhere.
Yeah, he wanted a dragon egg, so we have to steal dragon eggs and basically just acquire information, I think. But
omelets.
But yeah, if you do short rest, that's what the hit dice are for that we talked about earlier. So every character has a pool of hit die. I think it's next to your HP. It's a couple of D8s or D6s or something like that, and you have a finite amount of them. Some of 2d8, 3d8, stuff like that. So you have a pool of hit dice. So when you take a short rest, you can roll however amount that you want. So if you have say 4d8 in your hit pool die, you could roll 1 of them, 2 of them, or all of them to regain health during your short rest. But once you use all of them, they don't replenish until you take a long rest.
So we could possibly risk the short rest. Kind of hiding around the corner where those kobolds came out from, and then try and just find, my worry is we're going to run into another trap, and then Langdarosa is going to be the one coming around the corner, and we're going to be in big trouble. And we also don't know who else is it. We don't know if it's just Langdarosa or
We know there's 2 people. There's Langdarosa and there's the girl whose name I can't remember.
I don't think we ever found out because we were assuming she was Resmir, but
you never knew her name.
Yeah.
But she is in here.
Yeah, and I think there were a total of 3 leaders in the camp, and we know of we only know that Langdarosa and what he looks like. That's it. But we don't know the names to faces of the other 2. So
well, what's the worst that could happen if we were having a long rest and they came across us? Really?
He did. Langdarosa did say if he ever saw us again, he would kill us. If we follow, he will kill us.
Long
So
rest is not a question. I think that we could do a short rest.
Yeah. Long rest
If you
is
guys wanted to.
way too much. Long rest, we have to get out of this cave to long rest. if we want to survive.
And you haven't explored much of the cave either. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to metagame or anything, but like in most of these, and some of the people are new to D&D, so wouldn't necessarily know, but doing these kind of explorations in caves and houses and locations, there's still a lot of this area to explore. So there could be potential for going into a room or an area and you find, a storeroom, or you find an armory, or you find, maybe someone left behind potions of healing, herbalism kits, that kind of thing. Very much like in a video game. Those opportunities may be out there. I mean, you don't know for sure. But usually when you're like, down and out, low on hit points in a very dangerous area, taking short rests isn't that bad of an idea, especially when
I say let's take the short rest. I'll stay up if I need to. I can use my heal.
It's only an hour. Your heal's for quite a bit as well, so it might be, and you're pretty high on health.
I'm
right
20 out of 31.
Yeah.
So you can.
And I'm 21 out of 32 here.
Yeah, you might be better off saving it for like when you take just one more hit and then pop it, because I think you can do it as a bonus action, right? What?
Yeah, but I can only get 13, and I'm down 11. So the most I would gain more is 2.
And no one got past. And like the other thing you would know, because you all got a good look into that room. You didn't really see any other passageways coming out of that place. So it looked like the only way to come back was through the way it came. So kobolds got past you, which they tried to run past you to alert other people in the cave system. So as far as you have sort of eradicated the bulk of enemies in this area. And as far as you can tell, no one was able to get past you and alert anyone else. So, as far as like taking a break here for a minute, you feel pretty safe that like you'd have like at least a little bit of time to just like chill out.
I would definitely want to do it in
your
that
next move.
room.
Yeah,
definitely want to at least explore that room first, and then post up for a short rest.
Well, can we do it for an hour and 30, and then I wait for 30 minutes, and Arc is waiting for 30 minutes?
I'm totally okay on health, especially if I still have one more rage. I don't think it will last into our next game, but
yeah. No, so I think we're pretty set to take a short rest. Maybe kind of see if we can loot around here and see if we can find any more healing potions or anything like that. And then,
well, regardless, I think I'm gonna have to go run, guys. I feel like I'm starting to get a little sick from my shots. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, no problem. But
grab some Tylenol and peace out. But let me know what we decide. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely call it there. But thank you guys all so much. Have a good night. We'll see you next Saturday. Avery will not be around next week, so we might continue without him, or maybe take another break. We'll talk that out. But yeah, guys, y'all have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye bye.